to start. Just taking a minute to go live. All right, and
Legion of Creators.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
all right. Oh, crap. There we go. Sorry. Well, welcome. Let's remove that real quick. All right. So, welcome, guys, to Legion of Creators episode 28. And I'm joined here today with Luke and McKenna. So, Luke, McKenna, how are we doing today?
Good.
That's good. I see we have a couple comments in the stream real quick, which I'll address real quickly, and then we'll get right into our regular scheduled programming because we do got a pretty big show today. So I am pretty excited. So today we're going to talk all about video games today, guys. So that's going to be fun. We talked about anime last week. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. Jake, I saw your video exposing Nerdrotic. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, my friend. I enjoyed making it. And episode 28, let's go. Yes, Underground, thank you for being a fan. So, McKenna, you were the one that created this brainchild of this genius video game idea. So, we are going to let you, start off our topics today.
Okay.
Real quick, Retro had something to say.
Okay.
Hey guys, how you doing? And Joe, watch out for Eli. He should be coming. Yeah, don't worry. I'm on lock for when he shows up. We're good. So McKenna, start us off.
Yeah, I'm excited for Eli to come. But yeah, anyways, I did decide the idea of gaming because we do game a lot. I just feel like we just haven't had the chance to fully talk about it. So I'm excited. I want to talk about like our favorite games growing up, or like, or just like what video game that got us really into gaming. Like, I remember before I got the PS5, I'm mostly a Nintendo person. So I had like the Wii and the Wii U and the first Nintendo Switch. And one of my favorite childhood games was growing up was Super Mario Galaxy. I think that will always just have like a special place in my heart. And probably just like, I know that Super Mario has like improved as a franchise over time, but I just think Galaxy will always be like maybe top 3 always. And I also want to discuss here what your guys' special video games were, either now or in the past.
All right. Well, who's starting off?
I mean, I'll go ahead. With Kingdom Hearts is usually me number one. I love Kingdom Hearts. I've platinumed it before, but I haven't done it in a long time. Went back on the 1.5. Never did it as a kid. It's actually easier in the 1.5 than it is the original game because you get the heal while you fight Sephiroth. Normally you can't do that in that fight. But I'm huge on that game. Like, and there's something special about certain games you grow up with, Usually it's people you kind of bond with while you play them, I feel. Not always, but sometimes it's just like a you thing. But for me, Kingdom Hearts, like I played it with family, played it on my own. Just absolute, and all the Disney connections and everything. Like when you're a kid and like the game's magic. When you get to Peter Pan and you fly, like there's so many great moments in that game.
Yeah, I was a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I liked the first 2 games. I remember them, I think, on the PS2, remember correctly. So that's a fun one. That's definitely one that I remember fondly as well.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Kenna. No, you're up.
I really liked what you said, Luke, about like sometimes like the people you play with makes the game special. Like I remember I was really young and like on the PS3 I would play like Black Ops, like the early Call of Duty games with Joe growing up. But also at like my cousin's house on like the Xbox 360, we would play Minecraft together. Even though Minecraft you can play anywhere now,
Sure.
it's a very, kind of, it's famous for a reason, but it is a generic game in a sense. But that old version is very special, and like the newer, I guess I would say, Minecraft doesn't really feel the same anymore. But I will
It's not the same. Okay.
like enjoy the old Minecraft.
Oh,
for a bit.
Eli dropped out. He was here and then he dropped out.
It's
Hopefully
okay.
he'll come back. Hopefully he'll come back. But yeah, no, those are really, really good. I like what he said too. So Underground, so we have a couple chats to answer real quick. Underground says my favorite childhood video game was Star Fox for Nintendo 64 and Mario for the same system. Oh, okay, so just regular Mario. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then Jake says, for me, it was the Uncharted games 1 through 4, the first Last of Us, also Kingdom Hearts games. All right, that's pretty cool. So
First
Jake
Last
also,
of Us is legendary.
yeah, so Jake enjoyed Kingdom Hearts just like all of us did. So that's cool. I know he's waiting for that fourth one. I
Yeah.
think we all are. And then so yeah, Uncharted, the Uncharted games are fun. Last of Us, yeah, that first game is really special, and I think no matter how many times you play it, I think it's kind of fun. So yeah, for me, so let's see, I'm 31 years old. I actually had a PS1 as my first console. I know that sounds wild to hear, but
So did I.
Oh, you did too, Luke? Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. So I remember the OG Spider-Man game. I remember even way back like Pitfall. Like you remember what's it called? Old school retro games. You remember Dig Dug, Luke?
I didn't play that.
I
Oh,
played
Dig
Doug.
Dig
I
Dug was
started
pretty
off
fun.
with like Spyro and Crash Bandicoot and Doom.
Yeah,
you know,
Spyro
so-
and Crash Bandicoot were definitely my originals. I remember the old Spider-Man game, very early days. I remember I really liked Pitfall, despite how many times I died. I was a big fan of a lot of the early superhero games, like that first Fantastic Four game. I would say one of the things I really started hardcore gaming was when the Lord of the Rings movie tie-in games came out. That's when
love
I got
those.
super into it. Like that was crazy.
You know, I feel I still missed out on those early Spider-Man games for PS1. I still haven't played them. I didn't
The
even know
early
there was a
one's fun.
Fantastic Four one. Oh my god.
That was for a
Um,
PS2 one, but I remember me and McKenna used to have a dog, and I remember I was so pissed off because I used to do GameFly, and I would rent the games,
remember.
and I was playing. I was playing Fantastic Four. I was on the last level, and the dog kept knocking over the system because it was on like the entertainment like ledge. And Hershey was her name. She was named after the chocolate bar. She would swing her tail around to get my attention, and she knocked over the whole console one day. And I was so pissed off because the day before we had to return the game and send in for the next one. I mean, I probably could have kept it longer, but it was on like a rotation of different games. I would play a game for a little bit, and then my next one would be on the way. So then I'd be like, "Oh dang, I have to finish this game." And the dog just was not having it. She was like, "Nope, you need to play with me,
Yeah.
not the console." But
Get off
but
the
so that
screen.
So that actually reminds me a lot of the 360 days when, like consoles would break down, red rings. So with the 360, if you accidentally tipped it over while it was playing a game, it would tear and crunch up that game so
would double.
bad. Yeah, so I used to have my friends come over all the time. We all like bring their consoles. I have like multiple TVs. We play like single player games next to each other and stuff. And Fable 2 had just come out. Everybody was playing Fable 2. And my buddy, like, we were all hanging out playing it. They stayed the night. In the morning, I accidentally like bumped my foot into the console, and dude, the
Oh, no.
noise, like, and I had this happen once before on my own. And you go like the GameStop. It might have even been EB Boutique or something like that back then. I don't know on the 360 days. But
That sounds like a transformer.
yeah, then like, we'll give you a new one. Just don't do it again. Like,
Oh, that's crazy.
they knew. But yeah, no.
Yeah, no, those are some
Fun
fun
stuff.
ones. I mean, I would say when we think like memories of games, like because we talk about like even though you have the first consoles you played, I think Kenna was more thinking of like what the ones like we really find the most memorabilia from, that really got us really hooked on gaming. And I think for me, I will always, because it's still my favorite series of all time. More than one, mostly at least the first two games. Some of the other ones are kind of iffy, but man, when I started, like, I played Arkham Asylum. I remember when it first came out on the PS3. That was awesome. But then, man, when that Arkham City came out, I could not put that game down. I was hunting Riddler trophies like a madman, and just Arkham City was crazy.
That's how all my friends were when it came out, but for me, it was Arkham Asylum.
Asylum was fun.
I
liked it.
I felt like nobody knew about it when it was coming out. Like, sure,
Yeah.
everybody who like kept up with games, but like all my other friends didn't even know. They're like, "There's a Batman game coming out." It's like, and I got it the day it came out.
Well, when I
And
bought my when I bought my PS3, it was one of those things, back in the day where they used to do exclusive games with one console. That was one of the first games that you got as an exclusive.
oh, really?
Yeah, which
That's
is kind of
cool.
interesting.
Yeah, my friends and I became like obsessed with it though when we started
I
playing
believe
it.
it.
So like Arkham Asylum like was the one for me that I just put so many hours into because it was new. And when City came out, I thought it was awesome. It's just like I had already, I don't know, fell in love with the first game. So I kind of been there, done that a little bit,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. No, they're both. Then that sequel, like as good as City is, and I can appreciate City for what
City's
it
probably a
was.
better game, to be honest.
Yeah, City
Yeah.
just you just go crazy because like the combat had been even more enhanced. You
Right.
had more to do. They expanded the villain world because you weren't in Arkham, you weren't in the prison anymore. The prison had become a whole city, so it was like a lot more to explore, and it made it kind of crazy. And then the challenge mode got more advanced. I remember in the first game, the challenge mode you could play as the Joker, and that was kind of interesting. And then the second game, you got the option.
Yeah.
You got the option to play as Batman, Nightwing, and then I think it was, I forget it. No, I don't think Azrael came to Arkham Knight, but I know it was Batman, Batman, Catwoman, Robin, and Nightwing. That's who it was. And
in that game.
Yeah, it was a fun one. And then the story, like there was so many cool moving components. Like the combat was great. Some of the more memorable boss battles. I remember when you were fighting people like Joker, which actually turned out being Clayface. I'll always remember actually having the beatdown on the guy with the clown with the big sledgehammer, and you just had to keep repeatedly pushing the buttons until your thumbs bleed, and just oh no worries, Retrolad. And you just kept punching and punching and punching, just going crazy on him. And then I remember Mr. Freeze's boss fight was pretty memorable because you had to like punch him in the glass to get him to just like see defeat. And like so there was some really entertaining boss fights. Guys, share the podcast with your friends and smash the like button. Yeah, so like I think that was a really cool one. That's got lots of memory. I remember the old Pirates of the Caribbean games on PS2, and I remember. He passed away, unfortunately, a couple of years ago. But my cousin, I didn't have an Xbox. My cousin really got me into the Halo games. And so we used to play Halo all the time. And then I would go over to his house. And then when I was probably early teenage years, I went to my friend's house. My friend was obsessed with Halo 3. So we stayed up till 4 a.m. and played Halo 3. And that was the first time I actually got introduced to alternative rock music as well. Just because we would just be jamming Papa Roach that night.
Yeah, no, Halo's amazing.
Yes, it was a good time, man. I love me some Halo. I didn't play an Harry Potter Lego game because I've been on the Harry Potter hype train for the TV show and Lego Batman. Oh, that's pretty cool, Retrolad. Darkseid, I know what not change.
Oh, what not your channel name too?
Oh yeah, that's funny. I remember you came with that nickname for me. That was so funny. But no, that was super fun. I think it's nice that we had such fond memories of games, and like it's nice to look at what we have in the future. Yeah, one second, Superman fan. But so I I really liked how, like, I think it was you that said it, kind of the idea that, I think a lot of people, they get so excited because we're spending this money on these games, and they get so excited that we get these new, like, story games to play. But I also think it's important to remember that the memories we made is also with the people we played these games with. Like, back in the day, we had a lot of co-op games, even before there was online co-op. You would invite your buddy over, hey, man, come over and play some Lord of the Rings, or come over and play whatever you're playing. And I think that was a really special memory, because nowadays, you don't get a lot of couch co-op games. You just get online games.
Completely true, Joe.
Like I literally don't see too many people tell me, hey, man, can I come over and play games with you? Like, I really wish Insomniac Spider-Man 2 was couch co-op, because I think that would have been so fun. Like, hey, buddy, I'm going to play Peter Parker. You're going to be playing Miles Morales. We're going to go in here and do our thing. It's going to be a ton of fun. But, unfortunately, we didn't get that. But, I wish we could see more of those. And even the option of, like, online, but, like, you call up your friend on the phone, like, hey, man, hop on. We're going to play I need help with the story. Come help a brother out. Let's play some.
Dude, I miss that.
Games.
And, like,
yeah.
Talking about Halo and everything, like, also I see Halo is good, but I think COD was better. I think it's all about preference, my friends. Neither one of them is better than each other. COD's military, Halo's like sci-fi shooter. You got different styles,
Yeah, hard to compare.
Right. But also Halo, like, oh my God, playing it with friends, like thousands of hours. Online friends, my cousin who when he didn't live nearby. You know what I mean? Like, I used to play Halo so much. And Gears of War is also the one that went, hand in hand with Halo, I feel, at the time on the 360.
Yeah.
And it just happens to be that, like, what, a week ago, Gears of War Reloaded just came out. So we got a nice little remake of, like, a couch co-op game. And, like, I remember specifically with Gears of War 1, I was playing it with my nephew who lived next door, and we couldn't beat the last boss. And I was like talking to one of my friends at school, and I was like, can you come over and help me beat this last boss, dude? Like, and there was times, like, plenty of times like that, where I'd have a friend from school come over, and, like, I'm so stuck on this game, like, instead of looking it up, like, it's just so dead now.
The old days were unreal. Oh yeah, I remember.
Amazing.
I remember that, Jake, when we, so my buddy AJ, who's not here right now, he was really big into Halo, and every year for his birthday, me and Jake would go over to his house, play Halo Reach, and we would just go and take out all the, what was it? I think it was the firefight mode, but then sometimes he'd like to play just the three of us, and we just played stuff together.
Sure.
And so I loved how you could do things where we're like AJ liked to run Jake over with the Warthog, and like we would just have fights over the vehicle warfare. And just like, I'm getting in the tank. Like, you built that camaraderie where you just don't see anymore. Like, I'm gonna get you, man. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna run you over.
So we kind of have a successor to Halo right now, a little bit, Splitgate, and the Splitgate 2 beta is currently out, and it plays a lot like Halo, the first one, more so. Splitgate 2 has a little bit of that Call of Duty Apex vibe to it. So if anybody's looking for something like that, like you said, I like COD. Who is that? Bricking Trains.
Yeah, I enjoy COD. I played a few of them. I remember World at War my first time. I used to go to my buddy Anthony's house, and he introduced me to Nazi zombies. That was a fun time. I wish they would remaster that
zombies
game.
is always fun.
Yeah, I wish they would remaster that game, because that game had some great maps and Wonder Waffle and all that sort of good stuff.
Oh God, Retro's bringing up the fact that I'm into Aliens. Are you sure you want to go down that road?
Dang, Luke is loving Alien Fireteam Elite, and I'm ready for Alien Isolation 2. We played Halo Reach. Go ahead, Luke. Go ahead.
I'm in Alien fandom like nobody's business. I just watched Alien last night, actually. The first movie, and I started up Aliens after that. I can't wait for the next episode of Alien Earth. I'm all caught up, watched all 4 episodes. That's what's definitely triggered all this. And at the same time, Game Pass has Alien Fireteam Elite on it now. I don't know if that's like planned out because Alien Earth just came out, but I'm playing that game. I'm almost got the platinum. I'm Alien Isolation, I started playing again. I've watched all the movies again. I might start reading the books and the comics. Like, I'm so in. There's another game, Alien Dark Descent. It plays like XCOM. It's very strategic, very difficult. Very cool game.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, Superman fan. And on the alien subject, so what you mean to tell me is you're just waiting for Ridley Scott to call you up. You want to get his digits and figure out what's going on.
I got ideas. Man.
He wants to further the franchise. Luke's got the notes. I know it is. Yeah, it's unfortunate that game turned out bad. Underground. I was a big fan of that game. It was supposed to be a pretty good game for the Cobra Kai fandom, and then it was so buggy, and they just didn't fix it. We're talking about this game called Cobra Kai Dojo's Rising.
Is that a fighting game?
Yeah, but it has story mode. But it was so buggy that I would try to play a mission, and it would just crash out. Hey there.
See, I don't know of any older Alien games. Now you're piquing my interest, Retro Lad. You're gonna make me go down another rabbit hole where I discover older Alien games. Oh God. PS1 Alien games, dude. Oh no.
Welcome, Barney. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, Exotic Potatoes here. Yeah,
Exotic Potato has arrived. Luke's partner in crime when it comes to aliens.
Are you gonna hop on tonight?
He's like, you gonna hop on
who's playing tonight?
he's hyped. He's like, yeah, but I need to play more aliens.
Love it.
Maybe I'll play some tonight. I'm kind of far behind. I should play more soon. Breaking Trains. Oh yeah, I forgot. So you were saying Halo was good, but I think COD was better. I mean, it just really depends on the opinion. Like, people liked COD. People liked Halo. I was one of the rare cases of I liked both. There was reasons to play both games, and I enjoyed both games.
I'll continue to play new COD simply because they're on Game Pass at this point. As a PC player, I will get Game Pass just so the extra free games kind of makes it worth it. If you play games enough,
Yeah, that's true, Melissa. It really is unfortunate. We're doing good, Barney. Doing good. Yeah, really unfortunate, Melissa. The trailer made it look all right, and then they really messed it up. And you could see the problems from the trailer, unfortunately. Have you played the Resident Evil games, Superman fan? I have played the Resident Evil games. I'm looking forward to the new one.
Resident Evil. I can't wait for 9.
Oh yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, and the Retro said, so excited to play Marvel Cosmic Invasion, Marvel Token Souls fighting game, and He-Man game. Yeah, man, those are some great new games to look forward to. We're definitely all going to be playing Cosmic Invasion. I mean, I think
I'm a little worried
about Cosmic Invasion.
No, to rewind it a little bit, what was it?
COD 7?
No, but do we know when Cosmic Invasion's coming out? I'm sorry.
Hopefully it's supposed to be fall time, so it should be soon.
Okay, cool.
What were you gonna say? I heard. Yes, you were saying, I had to grow up on demos for part of my life, so I never really got to play any full versions of the games on Xbox. Oh, really? Breaking Trains.
I feel that. I remember having a 360 and finally getting it, and then I was a kid, so I still didn't have the money for games. And it was all these, Dead Rising was one of the biggest games that came out on the 360.
I remember Dead Rising. That was fun.
Yeah, and it was there's a shopping mall and you can pick anything up and use it as a weapon. And you could get the demo for it just by owning the 360. And Breaking Trains, I have a feeling you played the demo. I played the demo for Dead Rising so many times. Oh my God, because it was just something fun. Same with Saints Row. Saints Row 1.
Jake's reminding me that Wednesday Season 2 Part 2 comes out tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. We're doing a watch party for that tomorrow as soon as I come home from work. So that should be fun.
Speaking of demos, there is a demo for a game that came out today, Metal Eden. It's like a very fast-paced type game, first-person shooter. It looks really cool. I might pick it up. But if you want to try it out and see at least what it plays like, the demo is out, I believe, on Xbox and PlayStation, maybe even PC.
Melissa, which Superman game were you talking about? You say, I love the Superman game that came out with the feeling of flying in the sky was always cool. I wonder which Superman game she's talking about.
Wait,
Melissa said something about a Superman game.
And they came out with the Field of Flying. I mean, the only good Superman game people say there is Superman Returns. That's the one on the 360 and PS2. And I actually downloaded that right around when Superman came out because I was like just dying to play a Superman game. I'm like, you know what? I have a Steam Deck. I like to call it an EMU deck because all I use it for is playing old emulated games, really. And I gotta say, the flying around is sick because like you go through the different Mach speeds, like and you can hear it when you're flying, which is really cool. But like there's a level where asteroids are coming down and you have to blow them all up, like use your laser vision to eliminate them all before Metropolis's health bar goes all the way down. Where it's like Superman's health bar doesn't go down, the city's health bar goes down, and you have to be quick enough as Superman to stop the thing that's going to hurt Metropolis. I thought that was well done. I like that idea, and I'd like to see that implemented into a future Superman game.
Okay, Darkside, thanks for the tip on those names. That's pretty fun. A retro lad, someone is remaking the Nintendo 64 Superman. Really?
That'll be great. I'd play it. Why not?
Well, since we're on the topic, we might as well talk about it. I want a new Superman game. It's time. Let's get a new Superman game. Let one of the developers make a good one, and that'll be cool. I want to play a new Superman game. I think that'd be fun.
Like, I would love it. I mean,
I love how we've got. I love how we've gotten all these Batman games, but we just really need to get a Superman game. Come on.
Well, I know that we're getting an Injustice 3. And I like the first two Injustice games, but now I'm like, I think we need to move on from Injustice as just the story as a whole. Because, I mean, it was good the first time they did it, but just the whole edgy, everyone turns against each other, and, the characters don't act like themselves because of said, just being edgy and turning on each other. And I know, I can't remember Injustice 2 that super well, but I think in the story they defeated Brainiac and the big bad and whatever, but I don't know if they're gonna continue with the whole evil Superman thing or just the evil or more darker quote unquote versions of the characters. And I think that's just been so overdone that we do need a more brighter, happier Superman game based off David's Superman, but also maybe later in the future that Wonder Woman game gets reworked since it got canceled. And then I've been saying that I would really love an actual Justice League game where you could play as any Justice League character that you want. And it's not like Injustice, It's something new.
I know Retro had said he's talking the future of DC games and Lego Batman. Yeah, Lego Batman looks pretty promising. I can't wait for that one. But yeah, no, I like that idea of a Justice League game. I like the idea of reworking a Wonder Woman game. Really need a Superman game. And on the topic of what you said about Injustice, if I remember correctly, because I beat that game multiple times, I do believe they defeated Brainiac, but I think there could be probably a new threat for this new one. So that could be kind of interesting to see what they do. I don't know if you can really do this evil Superman thing in Injustice anymore because they kind of gave him some sort of redemption in the second game. So
I think whatever happens in the comic line as well, I'm surprised Injustice 3 is taking this long, especially with the Injustice comics are actually really popular, or they were back in the day.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it might have fallen off because it disappeared essentially. But
I think it's because
a demand.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, that was all.
I think it's because the Injustice studio that made the games also does the Mortal Kombat games, and I think that NetherRealm got busy working on Mortal Kombat 1, which took forever, and it didn't turn out very well. And then they literally finally now are jumping over to work on Injustice 3. Because I think people forget how long making games takes. Sometimes people don't realize that you're working on one game if they're working on for a while.
They're shitting out another Mortal Kombat game every single year almost, dude. So at the same time, you know what I mean? They know where their priorities are. And people have been complaining for years. It's making Injustice 3 instead of another Mortal Kombat. People have been wanting this for quite a while. So
it's good we're finally getting it.
Yeah, I like to see more DC games in general, and I feel like with the new DCU, there's probably like I wouldn't be surprised if James Gunn spoke with anybody or somebody that just influenced the decision to make an Injustice 3 in some kind of way.
He probably
Yeah.
did. Barney says, "I'm just salty we got a Suicide Squad game over Batman Beyond."
Oh
Yeah,
God.
don't get me
Squad.
started.
Honestly, Barney, you should be happy about that. That way we got that awful game out of the way on something you don't care about. Then
Yeah.
you
Yep.
can potentially get like what they really need to do if the Arkham Asylum guys were smart. They'd be like, stop these VR games, stop everything they're doing.
Yeah.
Make a Batman Beyond game. It would sell like hotcakes.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Like that would just be
People want it. People want it. I think there's
Yeah.
potential for it, and I hope they finally do it.
And
Yeah,
I think the Lego Batman game is gonna just make scream at these studios like, "Hey, people want Batman," but they're gonna be like, "They want Lego." It's like, no,
No.
like we Lego's fine, but we want Batman.
But,
That's
yeah.
really, like just like Star Wars Lego. It's like we already have Lego Star Wars. The new one for me didn't do it. Like I'd rather just have a new Star Wars game. If you had just made a Star Wars game that played through all the movie campaigns, oh my God, like I miss old movie games, and Lego's the thing
Yeah.
that killed them. So I'm
There's
sorry,
a
I just wanted to
rumor-
finish on that.
There's a rumor that Batman Arkham Asylum is getting a remake, apparently. Interesting.
I hope
That-
so
cool.
because I went to on the PlayStation shop. They only have Arkham Knight and City, but not Asylum. So maybe when it gets remastered, it will be finally put on there, and that would be because I
Well,
don't
their
want.
trick is they want you
Right.
to buy the bundle. So there was a bundle that they did where
Yeah.
they make you buy Asylum, City, and Night.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't even see the bundle anywhere. I think there's a bundle for Knight and City, but Asylum is just not there. As of-
Weird.
Also, a Flash game would be very cool.
Yeah,
I
a
I
Flash
feel
game would be
that a lot of the DC heroes are much harder to adapt into video games compared to Marvel. Where
Yeah.
There's got to be a way to do it. They just got to find out. Oh, we
Yeah,
need Arkham
no, there's a way to
Origins
do
on
it.
next gen.
It's
Yeah.
just it's going to be a speedster game, which I don't think a lot of people want. You know what I mean? And I think that's the struggle of like it's a game that you're basically racing against the clock the entire game. I would
They just need to
assume.
find a way to make a
Yeah.
Flash game work without it just being a speedster game. Like they got to find a way to make
I mean,
it.
I'm
to
sure you could
balance
put
out.
fights in it like Batman. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like really fast fights.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Make-
you know what I mean? Like,
Make him a boxer, man. Let him throw lightning bolts and just go crazy. Just like, why not? Speed and
Actually-
power.
I think what's sad
That'd be cool.
about
Let's see. Speed and power. I see what I also need is a Spawn game. Ooh,
Oh,
a
yeah,
Spawn game would be awesome.
that'd be cool. I'm still
Um,
upset that the Wonder Woman one got canceled because
Me
it
too.
would have had the Nemesis system. That would have been awesome. And like, it's just Wonder Woman's one of the easier to adapt video game characters where it's like sword, shield, deflect bullets. Like, she's perfect. You know,
I mean,
like,
Kenna and I were talking about
He's-
that, and I wonder. Oh, Kenna, you can speak. Go
Oh,
ahead.
she was like, it's Greek mythology she's connected to. So, like, it could have been, like, I don't know, like, Wonder Woman version of, like, God of War or something like that. They could have done something
right.
that. I just think they have a lot of I think it's not really that DC is harder to adapt into video games. I just think they keep making the wrong moves because I think a Suicide Squad game could have worked if they didn't make it be like, oh, Suicide Squad versus the Justice League, and they're all
Yeah.
warped or whatever. Like, if it wasn't that, I think the game could have been saved by that.
How about that old Catwoman game?
Oh, actually, I don't know much about the Catwoman game, I'll be honest. I
It's
mean,
horrible. It's a movie game that's
Yeah.
like shouldn't have been made.
yeah.
Joe, have you heard of this game called what's it? Norse, a detective game
It's-
published by Rockstar.
It's LA Noir. So it came out back when I was in high school. So
Yeah, I
you had
remember
to be
LA
a-
Noir. Hey, Brandon,
yeah,
how you
had to
doing,
be
man?
a teenager back then, Joe. It
Yeah.
used to boast the fact that it had this new technology of like facial expressions at the time,
Oh.
and a lot of the missions like you had to determine whether people were lying or not to you, and it was a really cool concept that I think could be even way better done now. you
Yeah.
know, and detective games. Why? Like we would love that. Everyone would love that. You could even implement that into Batman, and
Yeah.
that would be cool. You know, like
Yeah,
I
the
wish.
Mafia games are good.
But like literally, LA Noir came and went, and we never
Yeah.
even saw anything like it ever again.
That's too bad. Retchlet asked the question on all our minds. Let's see. Where is it? Retchlet asked the question on all our minds. Where the hell is the is the Wolverine game? Yeah, man. Ask Insomniac on that one. I mean, we're still waiting for it.
About the Wolverine game that much.
Some of us really want it, so
I know,
it's
and
understandable.
I want
I'm
it.
happy, but I just like not my personal taste, I suppose.
I want it to be good. That's my only fear is that it's been taking so long. I hope it's good.
Yeah, I think they just been
Barney's-
Spider-Man focused, and then Spider-Man 2 didn't go necessarily the way that it should have, so that kind of made
Hopefully
Wolverine
they put
maybe
all
more
their time into
complicated.
making Wolverine great then. So if Spider-Man 2 didn't work out, then focus on making Wolverine great. And that people... And honestly, as much as I love the Insomniac Spider-Man games, I'm just glad Insomniac is tackling another character because they literally had been making Spider-Man 1, then they go and make the DLC
Miles.
glorified game.
And Spider-Man
Miles.
2.
Dude, glad they're making a new character.
And Spider-Man 1 remastered. They also did that. Yep.
Yep. It's like, I'm glad they're doing another character. And from what I've seen of the leaked stuff, Wolverine and Jean are going to be playable in this game, which is kind of cool.
Ooh,
so,
Jean Grey?
Yeah, man.
That would be really cool.
It looks pretty sick.
March 2026, we'll see about that. But yeah.
We got a lot of stuff here. Give me a second. There's a lot of questions.
Let me say, Retro Lad saying I like Mafia games. Just quick shout out for Mafia. So one of the new games that came out this summer, Mafia, the Old Country. I got it. I've put like 10 hours or so into it. I really like it a lot. You don't need to have played the other Mafia games to play it. It's really a linear game, very story. You'll get a gun eventually after like 4 hours of playing, and you start actually shooting people. But it's just a nice story game, nice change of pace.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like Wolverine, Barney. I think we all like Wolverine, so that's a good choice for one of your favorite comic book characters. Brandon said, so he had a part 1 and a part 2. Brandon had a Peacemaker question for us, and then he said, did you guys see John Cena's Instagram post yesterday? No, I did not see his Instagram post. What was it pertaining to? And was that related to your Peacemaker question? Or is that your Peacemaker question? I'm curious. Barney also said, could be cool to see a Daredevil game. I've been begging for it, man. Like, I literally said a long time ago, and a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, they want this game so bad. I was literally saying when they made Insomniac 2, if Wolverine was going to take so long, I was like, you could put Wolverine on pause for a minute and pivot to a Daredevil game since they had Daredevil Easter eggs in Spider-Man 2, and I wouldn't be mad because that would have been sick.
I would love that.
Yeah, because I think the cool thing about the Daredevil game is you could do a system similar to Insomniac Spider-Man and then similar to like the Arkham games, but you could use his radar sense to be similar to like Batman's detective sense, but better.
Agree.
So the reflexes would make it so much more fun.
I think it'd be really cool.
And then I saw Retrolad said something about the James Bond game. James Bond gameplay tomorrow from the creators of Hitman. Because it's from the creators of the Hitman, I haven't had interested in the James Bond game in a while. But because it's from those guys, I like the Hitman games a lot for the most part. So I think that could be pretty cool. It looks pretty nice. What games do you consider to have the best backstory of? Dang it, there's so much.
Yeah, Joe, I don't think you should focus so much on the comments, man. Let it let that conversation kind of go a little bit naturally, you know what I mean? Because you're
true.
It's just gonna, you know what I mean? Sometimes you're never gonna be able to keep up.
That's true. I'll just do the number one topic.
Just pick a subject from a comment, and we can roll with that for a little while.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, so let's answer Brandon's newest one because Brandon was the newest comment right now. So it said, do you think Superman, Lois, or Lex Luthor will most likely appear as a big guest in Peacemaker? Oh, it won't be tomorrow, Brandon. I don't think you're going to get those cameos if they happen at all till the final 3 episodes. And I think we're all in agreement on that one.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get Superman either. I agree with you, Joe. I don't
Yeah,
think
we
we're gonna
won't,
get
we
Superman
won't get
in this
Superman.
show.
His question was, oh, I didn't see the Superman. Yeah, he did mention Superman. Yeah, I don't think Superman's happening until that Superman and Supergirl movie. Lois, I'm not so sure. I think Lex is the obvious one of the three. I think Lex is definitely happening.
Lex
So,
would be cool. And I mean,
yeah.
look at the technology that. Well, this is where I think Mr. Terrific could show up.
That's a good guess too.
Yeah, where look at the portal, or what is it called exactly in
The
Peacemaker?
pocket dimension.
So they
Yeah, I
call
mean,
it the
if it's another
quantum.
pocket dimension, I mean, like, then somebody from Superman is gonna be like, "Hey, no, we just did this. You know, like
Yeah.
we're not doing this again. You know."
Yeah, it's
Somebody.
on Thursday, Brandon, not Wednesday. I noticed that you said it was on Tuesday. It was tomorrow. You thought it was on Wednesday, but it's actually Thursday. It comes out.
I
Ugh.
I want to
Tonight we have Alien Earth, and that's it. Actually.
What'd you have to say, Kenna?
I want to answer Melissa's comment because you were in the middle of reading it, but I don't think you finished it.
Yeah.
What games do you consider to have the best backstory on the characters as well as scenery? That's a tough one. Because I feel like there's a lot you could say.
How do we break it down?
With
Well,
what
which-
do you mean?
Like,
Like what
yeah,
game or any game?
any games. What games do you
Okay.
have the best backstory for the characters and like just scenery? I guess suppose it looks.
So I guess if you're talking like storyline games, then I guess that would depend.
The
Because
Last of Us.
The Last of Us would be a good example.
The Last of Us is up there. The
Yeah.
Uncharted games are up there. Spider-Man Insomniac is up there.
Arkham games are up there.
Death Stranding. I would
Yeah,
put that up there.
Yeah, that's a good one I've heard too. Final Fantasy VII has a great backstory.
Yes, Final
Yeah.
Fantasy, the remake. Oh yeah, even the newer Resident Evils. Honestly, not far off. Like
Yeah.
maybe the new
To ans-
Silent Hill.
Yeah. Yeah. To answer that question, RetroLad, I will play that game soon. I know I took a little break from it. Life's been kind of hard though, so I'll get to it when I can. Barney, what's a comic book character you would love to have a game? I think we all have interesting answers for this one. So,
Well, I feel
For
like
me-
we said it so much, but I guess for me, if I had to like really push for one, I
one
would
character.
push for a Batman Beyond game still.
Batman Beyond's the number one priority? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the obvious answer. I think everyone knows I'm going to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway because I've said it multiple times. I want a Green Arrow game, man.
I knew you were
I,
gonna say.
I want it. I
That
want
would
to see
be
it
sick.
happen.
Think
Green
about
Arrow.
like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, give me like with those kind of arrow mechanics and a Green Arrow, but like with all the techniques that Green Arrow can do on top of some like Batman Arkham Asylum fighting. Oh,
Yeah.
you'd have a game right there. Actually, that
It'd
would
be so cool.
I haven't even thought about that. That's an amazing.
No, it'd be incredible. It'd be
But
so
Marvel could steal it up too and be like, "Hey, Hawkeye game, pop up, whoever does it first." To be
good
honest.
luck. Yeah, someone better do
Uh,
it because we're going to get one or the other eventually. Green
Yeah.
Arrow game, I'd buy it. Yeah, for sure. Yes,
Yeah,
I
that
finished
could
the
be really
Deadpool
cool.
game. Oh yeah, yeah, that's interesting.
I want to shout out this one too, Retro Lad. See, sometimes you just got to pick ones that stand out to you.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
well, let's do this. Each of us can popcorn it. Where if you see
Yeah.
one that sticks out to you, that'll make it interesting. Then
Right.
you guys can read it as well, and then we can talk about it.
So Retro Lad says Expedition 33, easy game of the year, getting a live action movie soon. I don't know anything about the live action movie, but I could see that with an actor playing the main character of the game. But I also agree, I think Expedition 33 is going to be game of the year. And Melissa, to actually go back to your question of like consider best scenery, backstory for characters, Expedition 33, beautifully told.
I still
Absolutely.
need to play that game.
It-
I've heard good things.
Everyone should play it. It's probably going to be game of the year.
Yeah,
So
it's on the list for sure.
I want to answer Brandon. Which underrated DC sidekick do you think deserves their own video game aside from Robin's from Batman? Kind of to go with like Joe's Green Arrow video game. I think an Arsenal one would be really cool.
That'd
and
be
it would
kinda
like
cool.
Arsenal and Cheshire and like Sportsmaster and Artemis, like those.
It's almost like a Young
Well,
Justice individual
so-
games.
give us a DC character, but also give us, see what he says, underrated DC sidekick. Maybe I don't know. There's not too many sidekicks though, is there? And like that come to the top of your head.
Or
I
like
guess
they're underrated. Like obviously
right.
Robin's super popular, and Red Arrow is Green Arrow's sidekick, but is he really underrated? I don't.
Aqualad
Aqualad would be cool, yeah.
Blue
or
Beetle? What
Speedy?
about Blue Beetle? You could do Blue Beetle, couldn't you?
Yeah, Blue Beetle. That would
Yeah, Blue
work.
Beetle game would
Actually,
be
Blue
kinda
Beetle
cool.
would probably be the best if you're gonna choose sidekick or one of
Yeah,
the Robins.
I think that would make
Yeah.
sense.
Robin's
let's-
really just another Batman game, though.
Oh yeah,
all
Retro
honesty.
said
Yeah.
plus Charlie Cox is in Expedition 33. Yeah, that's definitely some pretty good motivation. I think that's cool. A Young
I didn't know
Justice
that.
game would be sick, or Teen Titans. Oh, I love a new Teen Titans game. I played the old
yeah,
one on the PS2. So
I
love
want
a new
Teen Titans. There's a PS2 Teen Titans game.
Yeah, like of the old show, the old 2003 show.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a PS2 game.
What kind of game is it?
It's like it's got a story, but then there's also like if you invite your buddy over, you could do a fighting mode. So like you could play as Slade. They got Trigon in there. You can play as all the villains from Hive or the Titans, and you fight each other.
That's sick.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I wish Insomniac could do DC games as well, and I wish they would do a Teen Titans game because I think they
That'd
would
be
do
sick.
it justice.
That'd be
Yeah.
sick. Well,
where-
they did say, and I wanted to bring this point up. They did say that the reason that they've been kind of taking their time with this Wolverine game is the reason they put other playable characters like Jean in the game is that they want to build to an X-Men game after. They do Wolverine. So
please.
there is hope, man. We might have to
my-
put a pause on Marvel Rivals. We might be playing some X-Men, baby.
The hype though, it's hard though with video games nowadays because like look at Avengers where it's like you get so excited and you
But
think
if
it's
you
gonna
do,
be
but
so
if they do,
good.
I mean, at least with this, Insomniac has a pretty good track record, other than Spider-Man 2, compared to like Marvel's
That's
Avengers, where Marvel's Avengers they had a team, then they lost a team, and then the last team dropped it. So
A
that's
Venom
the sad thing.
spinoff. So Retro Lad says
Oh.
I heard we're getting a Venom spinoff.
Yeah, I heard we were gonna get a Venom spin-off game. Yeah, because of Spider-Man 2, they wanted to do a game, which is to me it just seems similar to the Miles Morales thing. It's like, well, we don't want to give you DLC for Spider-Man 2, so here's your DLC. You get to play as Venom. You're welcome, even though you played as him in one mission. So
Right. They want the full 19 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like, really? Is my hero suggestion for video games good? Yeah, you did some great questions, Brandon. That was really awesome.
I was thinking with
Superman.
the Beetle
Oh,
game,
go ahead, Kevin.
it would be like a Blue Beetle and Booster Gold game, maybe too.
Ooh.
That would be now you're cooking. Now you're cooking. That sounds like a good idea. Give me a Jason Todd game. Yeah, I'd be down. Let me be
Jason
Red
Todd,
Hood,
sure.
John Wick. Let me be Red Hood and Jason Todd with some people. I'll do some John Wick stuff. Start shooting people, stabbing people. It might be kind of fun. Why not? Be crazy if we get Spider-Man vs. Carnage in Spider-Man 2.5. Is that what they're calling it now? Spider-Man 2.5?
Huh.
Oh, okay. Jake brought up a comment about the X-Men game, so we should talk about this since we were talking about it. Imagine they made the X-Men game online co-op. I don't think they will, but I'm just saying that would be lit. Dude,
Everyone wants that. People thought Spider-Man 2 was going to be 2-player. I mean, Avengers was multiplayer. Gotham Knights was multiplayer. That's the idea, and there even was a Spider-Verse game that was in the works. Like,
how do we get a game? How do we get a hold of Insomniac to let them know we want it? Ooh.
Oh, they know. They know.
Yeah. Dang, Restaurant says Avengers vs. X-Men game. Give us that. Like, whoa.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I mean, there's potential with Doomsday
thing-
out there. There's potential.
It's cool. It's like, how good is the story? It's weird because I feel like story games are on their way out in a way.
I kind of feel the same way, actually.
You know?
like people love
multiplayer
story games.
really has taken over in a crazy way. And it's like once you play the story to a game, what's left to it? You know what I mean? Like, depending on the type of game you have. See, like Aliens Fireteam Elite, you can play over and over and over, and like there needs to be that element to more linear games. The difficulty, you can turn it up. There's more of a challenge. I'm still enjoying this game, even though I know the story. Like that needs to be incorporated into the designing of games more when it comes to linear ones. I think.
I also think like after like during and after COVID, like because we couldn't go outside, but like everything we did was online, and that's how we communicated with people. I think just like now, even after, people just crave community and want to play with games, especially kind of like in their own version, bringing back like couch duo games too, where you could be with another person at the same time, like in the same living space, and not always having to connect over with a mic or whatever, because that's the thing about like, I mean, like Marvel Rivals, it's fun to play and also talk with everybody in the party, but sometimes I do miss like the split screen where you're playing the same game together and like
yeah.
Right. This is the only reason I still buy Madden every year is because I have friends that I know I can play with, and we can sit in the living room and just play a few games or whatever. And that's part of why I keep Halo and Gears of War always downloaded on my Xbox.
I feel
in case somebody wants to play. Like literally.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, Melissa had a cool. Oh yeah.
Sorry, just real quick. Nintendo also, that's one of the few things that they are succeeding at that everybody else can't seem to pull together. Couch co-op has died, but Nintendo is somewhat keeping it alive.
Like, that's good.
Mario Party, whatever the other one is, Mario Kart. Like as much as you can play them online for money, you can play them for free, couch co-op with friends and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We got a lot of stuff. So I know Melissa asked me a question. She said, would you be able to choose between having a new Daredevil game or a new Green Arrow game if you could only have one? Oof. She's pulling my two favorite characters against each other. That's tough. Because there's benefits to both. Because, like, I feel like Daredevil, here's my thing with Daredevil. I love Daredevil, but if I get a Daredevil game, I want it because I love Daredevil. But I feel like Daredevil's going to have the issue where it's going to be Marvel in the Arkham universe. Where it's going to be like, okay, it's Daredevil, and you can fight Kingpin and all those other things, but, like, the combat's going to probably be a combination of Spider-Man, Insomniac, and then the Arkham games. Where with Green Arrow, you could get something truly special. Because you got a dude that can shoot arrows and excel at hand-to-hand combat. So I feel like if I had to pick, and it's going to kill me to say this, I got to go with Green Arrow, man. I think there's more potential.
More potential, more diverse gameplay.
Yeah.
More we're all very familiar with Daredevil.
Yeah.
We are. I don't know any stories about Green Arrow. I would love a Green Arrow game to immerse me into Green Arrow's world.
And what would be fun about a Green Arrow game is, like, instead of doing like what some of the TV shows have done or some of the other things, they could include more of the specific Green Arrow games or the Green Arrow villains and less of the Batman villains. So you could have a game centered with Onomatopoeia, Ricardo Diaz,
sure,
Richard Dragon, Count Vertigo, Justice League version of Prometheus, all those type of characters I think would be interesting. Ooh, I just came up with an idea. They could do a Green Arrow game, but adapt it from the comic arc of Longbow Hunters. So you have Richard Dragon as the main foe, but throughout the game, you have to deal with the Longbow Hunters. Because those were kind of... So, for those that aren't familiar, because I've read a lot of Green Arrow, the Longbow Hunters are kind of a superhuman team of assassins that are hired to go take on Green Arrow. So I think that'd be pretty interesting. That's a pretty cool one. And that story when Oliver leaves Star City and he has to go to Seattle to protect some other characters, which is interesting. So if you haven't read Longbow Hunters, I kind of recommend it. Daredevil versus Red Hood in their prime. Who wins? Oof.
Red Hood.
Yeah, I don't think
Red Hood.
I don't.
I say Red Hood because I think it's kind of hard because it's like in their prime. I mean, I can see Daredevil like outsmarting him in a way, but I can also say that I feel like I could also say that about Red Hood because I think people underestimate Jason Todd, and I think that's also because the way that they've been writing him recently in comics, he's kind of lost his original what he
True.
actually is as a person.
Yeah, sure.
And
The edge.
Yeah, and I think if we were to actually go back to like his first introduction, like how he was originally, again,
I like that.
the Prime, I think Red Hood could beat Daredevil because I think Red Hood, even though he doesn't act like it, I think he is smarter than Daredevil. And also, I mean, he was trained by Bruce Wayne or by the Batman, so I feel like that kind of gives him an extra advantage against.
Yeah, I think that would definitely give him an edge. I think it would be a very close fight. I think because Daredevil is familiar with the Punisher, though, I think he kind of would know what to expect. In terms of like someone who's heavily armed and knowing how to deal with each of the weapons. But if Batman is not Batman, if something were to happen, like we know that Batman has a lot of gadgets, right? If Red Hood has something that can mess with Daredevil's senses, then he's kind of cooked.
Well, there's also a thing I've also thought about the Punisher, comparing him to Jason Todd, because again, not the right perception of Jason Todd has happened, where yes, as the Red Hood, he does use guns and like he's kind of in like a jacket and kind of like a little bulky like outfit, but you have to remember that he's I think he's known as mostly the most one of the most, besides Dick Grayson, one of the most acrobatic Robins, and even though he's Red Hood, he still does those, Robin like tricks. And compared to Punisher, who's like fully kind of stiff most often. I mean, he's a strong fighter, but he's not as lean and can get away from things easier. I think again, Red Hood just has that advantage, and that would be Daredevil's mistake of thinking that Red Hood would be like fighting the Punisher when it would be different, and that's how he would lose the fight.
Yeah, I would love to see that. I think that'd be interesting. Yeah, no, that'd be pretty cool.
Let's catch up on some of these questions. So
yeah, we got a lot. You want to read next?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Don't worry. So, Kenna, Melissa asked you what your most favorite action superhero game that you feel gives the character so much story without being said or shown.
That one's kind of hard to answer because what do you mean not said or shown?
I think it's more so like, what is your favorite action superhero game? That probably gives the character
more,
the feel of the character is what I have to assume.
Well, to be honest, I haven't really played a lot of superhero games besides like the Batman, and now I gotta think about that.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we can come back to that.
So Barney said the mention of LA Noire got him thinking they might do a Watchmen game. Bro, they're never gonna do a Watchmen game. I'll tell you right now. All right.
That'd be cool, but it's not gonna happen.
Speaking of detective games, I did see an ad for one. I forgot the name, but it looks cool. It's more like puzzle detective, where this woman, she lost her memories, and like you're a diver and you're kind of going through her brain and you're swimming around through her memories trying to reconnect them all. And I thought that looked really interesting. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name or when it's coming out, but it looked really cool. I'm sure if you Google based on like diver.
I know a very similar. It's a game.
Yes,
right?
game.
Yeah, there's a game just like that for cave diving, and it's like your father like left behind all these like caves he dived and like a list for you to go do them, and like as you do them, he like you hear his like whole journal entries of going to this place and that place. It's like for a game you didn't think like a cave diving game, it like actually had heart to it. It was like what's interesting.
Yeah, that's
an
interesting
VR game.
Oh, it's a VR game.
Yeah.
I'm kind of done with the whole VR game thing, man.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. Like, there's a new Alien Rogue Incursion VR game. Obviously, I really want to play that. But Retro Lad says you guys played Hollow Knight. Silksong's coming this week. People have been waiting for Silksong for an incredibly long time. It's finally coming out. It's like a sequel to Hollow Knight. I think it's actually a DLC. But yeah, people have been waiting a lot. Have you guys played it?
I have not.
I don't think so.
I've gotten like into the fandom a little bit, so I'm like aware of it, but I never got to experience it for myself.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with those two. Give me a
I
little
want to
brief
play it.
history.
It's a side scroller action
Okay.
game. It's definitely very hard. It can't yeah.
it's
It's a
very
great game though. Huge fandom. Obviously, people have been like screaming for Silk Song for a long time. They finally got it, so people are happy. Yeah, Melissa says I was right. She just wrote that in about the feel of the
Yep.
character
Mhm.
for a game. I really do think Spider-Man, Insomniac, they really captured the feeling of playing Spider-Man like
Yeah.
more than any game has captured the feelings of. And that's why I wanted them to do Teen Titans, if anybody. Like just because I think if you're going from Cyborg to Starfire to Raven to Beast Boy to Robin, like obviously everyone can nail the Robin feel because we've had Batman games, but to nail the other feels of those characters, I think would be very hard. You know?
Yeah, it would be kind of cool if they could achieve it. I agree. Oh yeah, Chris was talking about and now Brandon's commenting on it. Joe, you should get Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. You would love the Punisher arcade game. Yeah, I'll have to look into it, man. It looks fun.
Joe, if you did get that, I have it as well. And that
Oh,
Punisher
you
arcade
do.
game is multiplayer. It's a literal it's a Punisher beat 'em up game.
Oh,
It's
really? Okay.
wicked fun, dude. And a ton of the other games on there you'll like as well, just because they're old Marvel fighting games.
Sounds like I
And
might need to check the bank account and see if I can look into it.
yeah, I
Looks
forget how
kind of
much
fun.
it is, but I'm sure sales go on every once in a while.
Off
Uh,
topic, have you heard of the Hitman and what your thoughts are on the one that was released a couple years ago? Are you talking about the game or the movies they've done? I know they've done
the
a couple
game, most
movies.
likely.
Yeah, I played whatever. There was a demo a long time ago for one of the newer ones, and I also played it at my friend's house, like the actual full game, because I never bought it myself, but I played it. Whatever the most recent one was, that was pretty fun. We know what game of the year is going to be next year: GTA 6.
Mhm.
Watch it not be. You know
Yeah.
what'd be kind of cool is if the gaming industry kind of just unanimously said, "Hey, GTA 6 can't be game of the year. Like we're allowing another game to be game of the year because we all know that it would be. You know, like
Yeah,
hands
maybe do
down.
something different, unexpected.
Right. Watch it be so disappointing. Wouldn't that be so funny?
Do we have any other important chats here? Let's see.
Barney asked a question for all of us. What's the DC movie you have the most questions about? For him, it's The Authority and the Batman Brave and the Bold.
Interesting. Who wants to start with this one?
I'll let you go, Joe.
Oh, you want me to go? Okay. So the thing about The Authority is I've had this conversation with McKenna. I'm really starting to believe that the way that James Gunn wants to run things is if something really does not work, I don't think that we're gonna see certain projects. So like, don't get so comfy with like they announced all these films, but Marvel will put these movies out and well, they won't put them out. They'll announce them and then they're in limbo. So like we still don't know about some of the projects. Well, I think DC, they're not afraid to, even though they announced all these projects, no one's screaming and crying about The Authority. So if The Authority goes away, I don't think a lot of people are going to. Because I don't know about The Authority. I'd like to see where it would go. I definitely would say the most questions are definitely of the Brave and the Bold, because the big question right now is we're still trying to cast Batman, and the idea of they announced that Barbara Gordon is officially going to be a part of the Bat family today. That was pretty cool. James said that, and he confirmed.
She should be.
And he confirmed that she would indeed be Ginger Cool, to quote Luke Flurry. So I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny that name's not going away anytime soon.
I love Peacemaker, man. Episode 2 of Peacemaker has turned me completely. I was saying I thought I was gonna like season 1 more. I'm already kind of leaning towards season 2. I think it's so good.
I mean, 3 will be here in a matter of days, so it's perfect. But yeah, so I would lean towards the Brave and the Bold because I'm just like, who's gonna be Batman? What are gonna be the fantastical villains? Also, a lot when this movie was announced, we all assumed 2027 release date most likely. I think we're getting 2028 release date because of the fact that James Gunn has said he doesn't want to release this and the Batman 2 in the same calendar year. So I don't think we're seeing this movie till at least 2028.
If not 29, dude, we still don't have.
Yeah, we don't have a Batman yet or a script fully done.
Yeah,
So.
there's work to be done. I mean,
we definitely need to get rid of Andy Muschietti. That's the one thing I know. I want him gone from this movie. I don't trust him. So he's directing Brave and the Bold, but I've told Kenna that he keeps saying he's working on these other projects, and even though good faith, some people like the Flash movie, some people didn't like the Flash movie. I want a more competent director for Batman's DCU debut. Because I think we need someone that knows Batman a bit better.
Was a mess. I mean, it had been reworked a million times. You're working with Ezra Miller, and you already knew that. You know what I mean? Like, it's. I don't want to like really blame the director, especially because when watching The Flash, I expected a pile of dog shit, and I got like a movie that I kind of laughed at. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't great, but it was better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it worked probably the best way out of it that he could have in the mess that he was handed. I almost look at it like a Star Wars Episode 9 situation. Where it's like, what do we do with this movie? What do we do with this movie? And it's like, this is the best I got. And it was like, it was better than that, so I'll give it that at least.
Do you guys have any takes for any projects that you want, that you have questions about?
Well, I wanted to answer real quick too. Superman fan, you got to be in your 30s. Hitman Blood Money. I grew up with that one too. Amazing game, love it. And I haven't played the new Hitman games, but I hear they're great. Do you have any questions though, Kenna, about what's going on in DC?
I would say
any of these projects.
Yeah, the projects that I have questions about are the Wonder Woman movie and then the Supergirl movie, but not as much as the Wonder Woman movie. I suppose, like, as much as everybody kind of complains about the certain changes to Superman, especially with his parents, the only thing that I'm waiting for James Gunn to explain is that he's made Kara younger than Clark, and usually it's the other way around. And I'm like, because her whole thing of her ending up on Earth from Krypton is that she was supposed to watch over him, but then she got misdirected, and that's how, like, why the movie's based on her comic book, where she's like in different planets and stuff before she finally reaches Clark on the Earth. So I'm just kind of waiting for him to explain that, the age difference, and how it makes sense with the destruction of Krypton. And then the Wonder Woman movie, I'm just like, well, I want more Wonder Woman content, so I'm just curious where the direction is going. And then I'm very interested in the animated, I think it's animated, Starfire TV show.
That'll be cool.
That'll be interesting. It will be nice.
That's a part of the My Adventures anime universe.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Because it's Jessica. Oh, because it's Jessica Cruz. No, wait, sorry, not that one. You're talking about Starfire. Yeah. No, Starfire. Yeah, I think that is still a part of it. I think it's My Adventures with Starfire. So I think that's gonna be a part of the same universe.
Starfire, but if it is, that's fine. I could not get into My Adventures with Superman. I just couldn't. Not for me. But I am excited for
a lot of people can't.
One. I hope that one's good.
Yeah. I don't even know what I would say. What I have the most questions about. I think I just want to know who Batman is more than anything.
Yeah, like who's cast as him. Yeah.
I really want to know who Batman is.
I did a video about that today, and I'm pretty excited to put it out for people.
I want to know if we're doing Dr. Fate, and I want to know if we're doing Animal Man.
Yeah, Animal Man would be cool. Barney had a part 2 question for all of us. He wants to know if we get to pick what suit Batman wears, like what the color scheme is going to be.
New 52 all the way for me. I want New 52.
New 52, all right.
I just like the blue look.
I just want some blue and some gray. I mean, I don't care whatever version they use as long as it's blue and gray, and they make it happen. Because Fantastical Batman should be blue and gray. That's we've had too many. Patson's black. Everyone else has been keep.
I want to see him turn black, though. You know what I mean? I want to see him get depressed and have his life torn apart.
Batman.
No, he can have that in his personality, but I just think his suit should be brighter.
Well, instead of blue and gray, I would love like blue and black, maybe.
They could do that. That'd be different.
Where it's black and maybe it's blue, but not super bright blue. Maybe it's like a dark blue, and that I think it could.
That's a different take.
It would meet the middle of like the brighter, fantastical, but also still keeping the dark gritty of what we know of Batman.
Right.
Barney says,
Brandon, don't worry, we're getting the questions. Well, Brandon wants to get back to his question.
Yeah, we'll get back to his.
We'll make our way around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
because I know
but
we
he's
have.
saying, speaking of Doctor Doom and his rivals, the Fantastic Four, would you rather play a game where you experience Doctor Doom's origin in Latveria or Fantastic Four adventure like Guardians game? I would off bat personally say Guardians like game where you play as the Fantastic Four would make more sense. But why not do both? Why not do both? Where you're literally like one mission is you as the Fantastic Four doing everything, and then like, oh, you're getting backstories of Doctor Doom, of like him like fighting people or doing this or that. You know, like I don't know how you would build it necessarily. And then like,
yeah, I think that would have been cool if you made one game where you could kind of jump around and explore.
Be the villains
like,
and the heroes.
Yeah, why
that
not?
Would be cool.
Why do we have to have two separate ones when we could have them in the same? You could have one level where you get to play and experience Doom's origins in Latveria, see what that's like. But then the most of the game, you get that Guardians feeling Fantastic Four game, and then it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I think that'd be fun.
I would love that.
Yeah, I know Jake said something earlier, and I wanted to go back to it about Insomniac in the leaks that they had when they had that whole leak that happened with like we started hearing things about the Wolverine game. They also were planning a Spider-Verse co-op game, but unfortunately that got canceled. So that was too bad because a lot of people were looking forward to that. We didn't even know it existed, and then when we heard about it, we were like, "What? No, that would have been awesome! Spider-Verse characters and doing things co-op would have been fun." So yeah, that's too bad. Okay, and then Barney's last part was, "Give me the Batman Hush look with the trunks and the white eyes," was his response.
Yeah, you really want those white eyes. I don't know how I feel about the white eyes, dude. I think they look a little too CGI for me.
Yeah, I think when it comes to like his cartoon appearances, maybe like in Creature Commandos, we can do the white eyes. But I prefer when we see him in live action, it's just his regular eyes. I think it just looks better.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like here's the way I feel about it. It depends how you do it, because when Marvel does it with Spider-Man or Deadpool, it kind of looks, it's meant to look more expressive. But
cartoony almost.
Yeah, but I feel like when they did it for Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine, they kind of made an argument to me that made me kind of be like, okay, maybe they could make it look intimidating and maybe make it work. Like, I'm not 100% sold on it, but if it was done right, they could do it. Maybe what you do is with it, maybe it's not an all-the-time feature. Maybe it's like in The Dark Knight, where, like, you remember in The Dark Knight where he was in the certain rooms, and he could go and, like, turn it on almost like a night vision thing? Or, like, in the Arkham games.
Detective vision or something.
Detective vision. I don't think it should be his main eyes, but I think you could incorporate it for certain scenes. I think that would be the best of both worlds.
Retro's asked a couple times too now. Are you guys getting Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection? We need to support game sales to try to get a 3D collection of games. I'll probably get it. I love fighting games. I love Mortal Kombat. So probably. Do you know when it's coming out, Retro? You can throw that up. When you have time.
I'll get it eventually. I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan, so I'm definitely going to get my hands on it eventually. Oh, we got something in the private chat?
I've never been interested in Mortal Kombat, so I won't be getting it. Same thing with like the whole Marvel versus Capcom thing. I mean, it looks cool, but I won't be getting it.
You're not a fighting game person, so...
Yeah, just not my kind of game, that's all.
Right, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I just happen to play like every genre of game, so I'm like, oh god, I gotta get everything.
I mean, if I were to sit down and you were to be like, you have to play it, I would. I wouldn't be like, it's not that I don't find enjoyment in them, because I do, but it's just like, it's not a need for me, like, I have to get this game. You know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, I was thinking about like the story games. I think those are still very important to have, but also I do agree with like there definitely does need to be more just better co-op games, because again, people crave that connection to play with friends and stuff.
Oh,
I'm back, guys.
And I just think.
Hold up, Kenna. What were you saying?
I'm talking about more story focus games compared to like games you play with friends. I think it'd be cool if like someday, if they just do it right, we could get like an actual proper story focus game, but that's also like maybe a co-op or co-op either online or a co-op when, the couch game maybe. But I think they're still very important because so many great video games are like story focused games, again for like Last of Us Part 1. And I mean, right now I'm really liking Jedi. That's the game that I've been playing the most besides Marvel Rivals.
I can't wait till you get to play Survivor, because I think you'll really like the gameplay in Survivor.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing too, is that I think sometimes it's okay for the first game, especially if it's going to be a series, to make it playable and make it look good, of course, but also it's okay if it's a little maybe wonky, And then with like for Fallen Order, is like it's a good game, but it's not perfect. But then Jedi Survivor is a bigger improvement on that. So I think that's just like another thing, is that sometimes I think people are a little too harsh on games. Obviously, there's some games that deserve the harsh criticisms, of course. But I also
Outlaws.
think,
Outlaws.
yeah, but also like sometimes like you just have to let things improve and evolve, and then that's how you get it.
I've played a little bit of Outlaws, and I still have it. I don't hate it so far. Like, I haven't dived into it totally.
So GameRanks actually just did a video I just saw talking about Outlaws in 2025 and all the improvements that Ubisoft has made on it since it came out. So you're playing an improved version for sure compared to the launch one.
Okay, we got a lot of stuff.
You just started playing it, right, Joe? Like recently?
Oh, Outlaws? I got it. When did I get it? I got it for like Christmas or my birthday or something, and I haven't touched it in a while.
But I really, personally, I don't care that Deadpool and Wolverine did the white eyes, Barney. I don't want the white eyes in Batman. I know you want the white eyes. I don't want the white eyes. I don't want it.
It's okay for people to have a matter of different opinions. Maybe you'll grow if you see it and it's done well. Maybe you'll change your mind.
Maybe, but I don't want it.
I mean, Robert Pattinson's Batman has no white eyes, and I think he looks good in his suit, in his version.
What's your
black eyes? Give me the black eyes. It's Batman. I want all black except for some blue.
Oh no, Barney asked you a question, Kenna.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on the hierarchy of the power is about to change in the DCU forever?
My opinion is that since James Gunn is taking over, I have quite more hope than I did when it was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, as Black Adam for some reason.
That's something wild. How did we live in a world where Snyder crashed out so bad that an actor took over the entire DCU? I thought he was going to run it.
And out of all the characters that he was playing Black Adam. And somehow he thought, because he's The Rock, that he was going to change everyone's mind into thinking that Black Adam
going to be the big bad villain, He can take down Superman. He's Black Adam.
He really wanted Black Adam to be like the Thanos of the DC. I think that's what he really
wanted. Or like the dark side, essentially. Like, you're not quite there, bud.
I think it's crazy because he had a major crash out after all his films, and now he's genuinely pursuing, like, people are now saying that they got to see his his UFC biopic movie, and people are saying he's trying to go for a career best performance now, because I guess his transformative new way he looks as this UFC fighter, and I guess he actually cares about who he's playing now. Like, it's like, oh wow, people really don't like me. I need to start actually acting in movies.
I will say one thing about the Black Adam movie. Even though it's not that good, I will say I know that Gunn has been kind of picking and choosing who he wants to keep and replace, but I really do hope that it won't be until like way later down the line probably, so he'll probably will have to recast, but I really did like the Twister or Cyclone Girl character in there, and then there was the other guy too, but I forgot his name. It was like the side characters with Black Adam. I don't know, it's been a long time since I watched the film, but I thought they were still...
I have a feeling everyone from that movie isn't making it into the DCU.
Yeah, no, but I can dream.
No worries, Melissa. Thanks for being here. Joe, if you ever felt dumb in a life, just remember The Rock tried to start a franchise. Oh God. Oh yeah, I was going to mention this retro ad. Garrett, I told Ken about this. Well, Garrett. Ken, you're talking about Adam Smasher, Brandon.
Oh,
Garrett. Where is it? I missed it again. Where was the one that retro ad said? Take care, Melissa. I lost it. Here it is. You know, I'm gonna do this because this is gonna drive me crazy. Garrett Dill Hunt possibly confirms his role as Black Hand in DC Lanterns. Yeah, I heard about that today. It's kind of wild how he kind of dropped that. I was telling Ken about it. He posted a picture with the guy that's going to play Sinestro in Lanterns, the guy that's going to play Atrocitus in Lanterns, and then him as Black Hand, which I'm not really sure what to make of it yet, because it's like the actor kind of like spilled the beans about roles that are supposed to be disclosed. Like we knew about Sinestro was announced like day one, but like these other two hadn't been confirmed. So it's kind of like, is James Gunn going to shut it down Feige style, or is it like, no, it's cool, it's out there?
I don't think so. I think Gunn kind of tells his actors, being like, okay, here's what you can say before.
Yeah, I think he wants them to hype it up. I feel like it's a hype up. Let the actors do their part.
Retro. I seen you asking about the Mortal Kombat movie a few times.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yeah,
we'll get back to it. You don't have to repeat it. It's okay.
Yeah,
I've been trying to work my way back to it. Believe me.
It's just too many comments.
Yeah, it's good though because it gives you.
We're popping. I kind of like doing the podcast this way, where we're letting the conversation start from where the chat kind of is leading us into these interesting topics. Because it doesn't feel like we're running out of things or having to think so hard.
Right. And then if you have things to fall back on, that's when you go to your list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So there is too many comments. Yeah, so about the Mortal Kombat movie, I was really bummed when I heard about it, Chris. That was my October release I was most looking forward to. But I hope that this is a good thing for the movie. Hopefully it means the movie will still be good, because I think each of the hosts should choose a question and answer it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's where we're kind of going, you know?
Yeah. I really definitely, I was bummed, Chris. I really want this movie to be good, so I hope that it's still good as a summer release. Anybody else have any thoughts on Mortal Kombat getting delayed?
No.
I've never seen a Mortal Kombat movie in my life. Sorry.
Are you guys? Oh, sorry.
No, I don't even know what I was gonna say.
I'll answer Brandon's question. Are you guys disappointed Alan Richardson revealed he won't be playing Batman in Gunn's DCU? Actually, no, I'm not that disappointed. I know that he was like one of the top 3 choices, and he would have been good if he was Batman, but I think in the end, it's probably best that he's not going to be Batman. And he stated with his conversation with James Gunn is that just because he's not playing Batman doesn't mean he won't be in the DCU. So we'll definitely see him. He'll just be a different character. We just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be a different character. And I did a video, Brandon, if you want to check it out, a couple days ago about candidates I think he could play. And recently, Ken, I was actually thinking, since we're on this topic, I kind of thought of, you guys asked who should be Batman recently, right? I kind of saw something cooking pretty crazy where, people wanted him for Batman so bad. But here's the best scenario that we could get, right? If we're really cooking here. Mm-hmm. So everyone's got all this hype around this Brandon Squinar guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if you do Brandon Squinar as Batman, because, he's bulking up, he's doing his thing, because he's more suitable for the Bruce Wayne portion plus the Batman portion. But walk with me a little bit on this, right? What if you do the best of both worlds, and if you get him as Batman, what if when we do like a Brave and the Bold or another Batman film down the line, you get him as Bane? Because he's the right height and strength level for Bane. So it'd be really interesting to put the two, be like, oh, you thought this guy was going to be Batman?
Like original Bane.
Yeah.
Like original comic Bane, where he is already jacked, and then he becomes even more jacked off the Venom. I like that rather than... And I like the more modern version of Bane, where he's a skinny guy that gets big. I like that too. But
Yeah. No, I've always wanted comic book Bane. I want Arkham Asylum Bane where he's juiced up on the venom and just like going crazy.
right.
Yeah, there is going to be a Bane and Deathstroke movie. We don't know who's cast for those roles yet. I started the Alan Richardson and Shazam thing, Barney. I said that would be amazing because his childhood wonder. Oh, you want Bane to be Mexican or Spanish, Retrolad? I mean,
Either way could work, yeah.
it could work if they do it that way.
I
Yeah,
mean, Alan Richardson really does. I mean, as much as like, oh, he's too big for Shazam. It's like actually he's perfect.
I
Yeah.
think it'd be great for Shazam. Much better than the loser we had with the which kind of said the
Also,
anti-vaxxer nonsense.
he would have been perfect as Ultraman.
Oh, Alan?
That would have been fun if they would have done that. If they would have had an actual Ultraman instead of just the Superman clone.
It would have been like more comic accurate, you know, where like Ultraman is like this like angry buff like version of Superman, you know what I mean? Like I feel like Ultraman always almost looks more ripped than Superman does, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I could see Alan come back as Wildcat. That'd be cool too. I like the Wildcat one, Brandon.
Aquaman?
I could see Wildcat.
Yeah. Aquaman would be cool too. I think him, since he played him when he was younger as like Aquaman in like the Smallville pilot, it'd be cool to have him come in and be like I showed you guys the picture.
Yeah, I could see that happening actually.
Aquaman.
Right.
I think that'd be cool. A Crime Syndicate is coming, Richard.
I think if you guys have if anybody has any big video game questions, stuff like that, if anybody has any big video game stuff they want to talk about, we should start working towards the end of that and get ready to do like the big Toxic Avenger talk.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Before we talk about Toxic Avenger and like just the open Q&A, I do have a list of some Marvel Rivals is getting a new update, new season, I believe, and so there's been some leaks. And supposedly a trailer will be dropping soon this week. I just don't know what day. But all of these are like, there's no confirmation if they're true or not, so take it with a grain of salt. But there's some new team-ups with the Human Torch, Psylocke, and Black Panther. That will be a new trio. And then there's going to be a new team-up duo just between Captain America and Venom. So that will be interesting.
Huh.
There will also be some new skins, a Dark Phoenix skin for Jean Grey, of course. I know that a new Penny skin is dropping really soon. It's like Wasteland version. There will also be an Ultron Wasteland skin.
Good. Ultron needs more skins.
Yeah, there will also be a new Moon Knight skin, and it's going to be Mecha Knight from the What If episode where they all got their robots.
That's cool.
And then Loki will get a skin, and so far it's just called a red feathered skin, so probably like a Phoenix version, I assume.
Right.
And then Angela will be the launch hero, and I'm pretty sure she's a Vanguard, but she will be like a melee hero.
I'm down.
Her weapons may be a staff or a spear with a bow, and she'll have an ability to fly just for a little bit. And then the battle pass will be called Fruit of Immortality, and that's where the Moon Knight and Loki skin fall in. And then I have another, let's see what else. There's also going to be a new map and a new gameplay mode. So there's going to be a new map with Capture the Flag. So we're going to have that version. And the new map is called the Hydra Base Maveth, and it's a planet of the Hive, which is some ancient alien thing that the Hydra worship. And maybe we'll get to play as Null soon, and maybe get a playable Hive character, whatever that may be. That might be the beginning to the whole original Marvel Rivals characters.
Very cool.
And then the last thing is that, of course, after Angela, we'll be getting Daredevil. We still don't know what kind of role he's going to be. I know he's most likely going to be a DPS, but people are really pushing if he could be more of a tank or a healer. But the story, Daredevil is in the story of Marvel Rivals, he's currently where Iron Fist is. So when he finally gets released into the game, he might have a maybe Chinese culture attire look fused in with his Daredevil costume. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm very excited about the Capture the Flag game mode. I hope that
should be really cool.
I'm glad they're giving us new modes so we can get something fun in there. I wanted to mention the thing of piggyback back to when you were talking about all those updates, Kenna. I really love. I really think Noel, if he's in the game, I really want him to be a tank because I think Noel with the Necro Sword as a tank would be so fun.
That would be cool.
Because I think you have potential to make him like. You could make him fast like Blade, but like as a tank, and you could kind of do like a little bit of Emma, where like you have like the Emma like build in, and they use the like sword to like go move really quick despite being a tank. Because I feel like a lot of these tanks, they want to make these tanks bulky, but I'd love to see tanks where like Emma, you have more fluidity while still being a tank. I think that would be nice.
Maybe he could be with the sword. He could kind of be like Magic, but again, Magic as a tank.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. Can he portal? Or I wonder if that's one of his abilities when he has the sword. Or would he do something different?
I think he'll probably have movesets a little bit similar to Venom, a little bit,
so
just
too.
with the sword.
Just a little.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's not the same. I think I can see him like maybe he'll
DPS though.
Yeah, DPS. Maybe he'll get like maybe one of his roles is like the symbiotes and they're like coming at you or something. Like I don't know. It could be anything. And we don't know when it's not gonna be this season. I don't think that he will be a playable character, most likely. I think it's gonna be a while. Or maybe it will be after the battle pass, or maybe he will be a part of the battle pass. We'll just have to see.
We will have to see.
Yeah, Brandon had a question for you, Luke.
Yeah, I see that. I was about to hit that one. Don't know if you've 100% all the Batman Arkham games, including Origins. Which game has the best Riddler trophies? Honestly, I am not the one that be asking this question. I have not 100% of the games. I haven't played Origins myself.
I've 100% of the games except for Origins. Origins I couldn't finish.
I mean, from what I heard, though, Knight has way too many Riddler trophies, and it almost is a pain.
I did not 100% Knight. I did not 100% Knight because Knight was too difficult.
I heard about the new Batman Lego game. I heard that they are going to do the whole Riddler having different riddles across the map that you can do, and some people are
triggered,
excited, but also a little
triggered.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, Origins was underrated. I plan to finish it when they remaster it. It's a good game. I just haven't been able to get a new copy of it, unfortunately. I like the combat in it. I'd like to get more into it. I love how Retro had said, guys, you were enjoying Marvel. Glad you guys are enjoying Marvel Rivals, but I will never come back to that game.
I'm bummed out about that, Retro. I have another friend who won't ever play again, and I think it's a bummer. I understand where it can get a little tedious and stuff like that, but it's still a good game.
Yeah, Lego Batman is basically Arkham 4 hybrid. Yeah, I can't wait for this Lego Batman game, man. I haven't been hyped for a Lego game in a long time. This one definitely has my attention. Like, one of my favorite things about this game is the fact that no other game tie-ins came out or any connections. Even the Arkham games didn't put a skin out for the Robert Pattinson Batman, but this game's going to have, like, you can explore the Matt Reeves Batman world in here. And so I like that we get to play around in there a little bit because we haven't played in there in a game yet. So I think that's going to be fun.
We saw a more angry, younger Bruce in that game. Like, imagine saying that about a Lego game. You know, like, we saw a really angry, young Bruce in
I think he's talking about Origins.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm just kind of joking around, like, because, this new Batman Lego game is just going to be jokes the whole way through,
70 plus Batman suits, movies, and comics mixed.
Yeah, so, like, I saw that 70 bat suits. It's like, it's a Lego game. Do I really care about 70 bat suits? Like, that's almost like people posting the whole, like, here's Gotham Police. Like the Gotham Police symbol, it's like, all right, cool. Like I don't know. It's just
the map is bigger than Arkham Knight. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Bigger than Arkham Knight, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I think this would be a fun game.
I hope it's better than Lego Star Wars because that game, like, it just lost its luster like so fast. I don't know what it was.
Don't talk to me about the S word. Hey, the more the better, mate. Oh, Bernie says, the more the better. That's funny. No, yeah.
More the
I
better
think
for what?
I think they're still talking about the maps and the
No,
suits.
I guess. I'm not the best person to talk about the Lego Batman game with. I think it'll be cool. It'll be fun, but I'm on that. I'm over here like I'm getting sick of open world games. I don't know. I know that's like not everyone else's MO, but I just feel it's like, okay, here's another fucking 200-hour game.
Do
I
you know what I
can't
really
wait.
Do you know what I really want that I missed and I really wish we could get because we were talking about old games that just popped in my head. I miss being able to play Marvel. I want a new Marvel Ultimate Alliance type game. I really like the Marvel Ultimate Alliance
Yeah,
games.
sure.
Like I would love something new. It
A
doesn't
lot of
have to be
people
Marvel.
were pretty disappointed with 3. They thought it wasn't as good as the first 2,
I
but
didn't like that they made it on the Switch only. I feel like they could have made it better for the regular other consoles because I think it would have been. I think it's just hard to hold it in your hand and like I wanted that on my big like 70-inch screen because there's some
eh.
good stories in there. But
I mean, you still can. It is the Switch.
yeah, that's true. I want a new one like with better graphics, like more polished, like a really good story. Like pull something in the comics that they hadn't done yet for that universe. Because they did Civil War in the second game, which to be fair, the Civil War story in that game was better than the one in the MCU. Because it was more accurate for the actual
Right.
comics.
I wish Iron Man was just more accurate in the actual MCU when it comes to Civil War. Of like he was an alcoholic at a point, like he has total control issues. Like I feel like they really wanted to make it more like Iron Man and Cap are both equally matched in this decision when like in the comics it's not that way at all. You know.
Yeah.
I guess Brandon said there was another part to the question. Can you reread my question about the Arkham games? What's Dinger's favorite Riddler trophies? He's not really sure what his favorite
Sorry.
ones are.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I haven't 100%ed them or anything. I don't know. I feel like Arkham City, if I had to shoot a
Yeah.
guess, would
Retroed
probably be the
says,
best ones.
Capcom, for the love of God, please remake Dino Crisis.
I wanted Dino Crisis so bad.
What's Dino Crisis?
It's old Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs instead of zombies.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and
interesting.
people have been dying for a new one the way that they've been making the new Resident Evil games, like Resident Evil 2 remake, like make a Dino Crisis remake from the ground up, the way you did the Resident Evils. I'd
Since
be
we're talking
all
about
in.
so they're talking about video game topics. Me and McKenna wanted to bring up that when we went to see Toxic Avenger, which we're going to talk about in a minute, guys. We saw a trailer for that new Silent Hill movie, and that looks pretty
It looks
promising.
good.
It
Yeah.
does.
I think him looks good too, to be honest.
Oh yeah, him. That one looks good too.
Yeah.
I want a Harry Potter Lego remake and a Hogwarts Legacy too soon. Yeah.
I think him is gonna blow up because it's a football movie and it's a psychological like horror movie. I don't even know.
Well, that's a
exactly
Jordan
what's going on.
Peele one, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's gonna. We've never had a football movie like that ever.
Yeah, he's
Ever.
on a good track record. I think that would be pretty. I mean, Us was but I mean, it
Us,
could be.
yeah, dude. I'm not a fan of Us
Yeah.
personally. I think they dropped the ball on Us. I didn't see. Is it Them or Up?
Was it
Up. I never
was
saw
it Up? I
Yeah.
saw Up.
Oh, don't you mean Nope?
I haven't seen that one either.
Was it
that?
Nope?
Yeah, it is Nope. That's
Yeah.
right.
I was like, Up. I'm like, Pixar?
Up is a
Oh,
Disney
God.
movie. Yeah, Pixar movie.
Oh no, the Brits are mad at us in the chat because we said football.
What?
Oh my God! Don't start on that. Don't bring all that in here. You keep that out of here.
It's like,
We play
what?
real sports. You Brits play Quidditch.
Oh
Yeah,
dang.
right.
More
Oh my
like Four
God.
Square. What?
Before we go to a Toxic Avenger, we brought up Dino Crisis. I'm gonna go on a quick little dinosaur tangent. So aliens. These alien games, even when I was playing one with Joe, Fireteam Elite, we were killing all these things, and he like called them dinosaurs at one point because they sound like dinosaurs at times when you're fighting them. When I'm playing Alien Isolation, and there's a part like you're running over, you got to press the thing a few times to like get the door to work, right? And I'm thinking the whole time of that scene from Jurassic Park, the first one, when she has to run through and like get through those gates underground and everything and like turn the power back on, right? Like these people that are making Aliens games should be making Jurassic Park games. Like
Jurassic
I
Park
would
is cool.
I would fight off hordes of dinosaurs in a Jurassic Park game the way that Aliens Fireteam Elite does. I would play a horror game the way that Alien Isolation is in the Jurassic Park style.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
would
down
even
with the
play-
movies right now, but I would definitely play a game like one for sure. Like I'm not down with the movies right now. I didn't see the newest
Right.
one.
Oh yeah,
But I
no,
would-
the movies are terrible right now. Right.
But I would totally play a game like that. I mean, if it's you and me running around taking out dinosaurs, it'd be pretty sick.
I would even play the strategic Dark Descent or XCOM like Jurassic Park game. I know Jurassic Park Evolution 3, World Evolution 3 is coming out, which is a park sim builds type of game. That looks kind of cool. I haven't played 2. 1 was kind of disappointing. And I know that they are making a Jurassic Park survival like
I
horror
heard
type
about
game.
that. That should be pretty
Yes,
interesting.
based off of the island in the first movie, which is like,
Oh,
yeah,
Barney wants to bring us down the rabbit hole of IGN reviews, worst one you've seen. I got one for this. Go ahead, Kenna.
The worst IGN review that I've ever seen was their review of Fantastic Four, where they said it tried too hard to be a superhero movie. And I'm like, well, it's the Fantastic Four. I don't know what you want from them. I guess, like, no, how dare the superhero movie be a superhero movie?
And like that one, I feel tried less, to be honestly, like a superhero movie. Like it had the '60s feeling, like the family, like.
Well, they said like their critique was like it started out really good, like very drama, and then I guess the near the end, probably with the fight with Galactus, they're like, no,
Right.
too superhero.
Right. Oh no. Yeah. Right. I don't know.
For me, I think the worst one would be I unsubscribed to them and I no longer watch their videos. The moment that they reviewed The Penguin and they gave it a 5 out of 10 and they said not woke enough, even though Sophia is a huge part of that show. And I was like, I don't know why not woke enough is a criteria, but I don't know.
Yeah, IGN has really gone down the toilet. I still only look at it just to see what's new, what articles
Yeah,
are being written,
I use it for
stuff like that.
for announcements of like, oh, what's coming out, rather than what like their actual critiques on things.
Let's read some IGN reviews. Like that should be a parody channel in itself. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Like,
gosh. They gave She-Hulk an 8 out of 10 and Alien Isolation a 5.9.
5.9. Wow. However, I think She-Hulk gets hated on a little too hard. Personally, She-Hulk's originally supposed to be a comedy.
Dang it, Rachel Lad. I saw what you said. Imagine if Lex pops up in Peacemaker and it's me in Multiverse.
My thing with IGN is that I don't really understand their criteria when they review things, because if really their scores are so over the place.
Because it's just whatever kid reviewed it.
That's what I was gonna say. It feels like it's a different person each time.
Right, it is. And it's sometimes they have the same person review things for a little while. You know what I mean? Like it's just whoever can do it and whatever score. Maybe IGN says, "Here's the score. Write the review."
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised at all. You know.
Or like just pick a number. You don't even
it's
need to.
It's sad that they're losing their losing their creativity though. That just because I mean they used to have some really good stuff, and then they just dropped the ball.
IGN don't know Kingdom Hearts, Luke. No, they don't. They lost the key to Kingdom Hearts a long time ago. They'll never find it.
Barney said, "Remember Lord of the Rings: Return to." Is it Moira?
No, I don't remember what they gave that, but it's not that good of a game either. So, I think it's time to switch gears.
Yeah, is it time for Toxic Avenger?
Yeah, I think it's Toxic Avenger time.
I think Kenna's gonna lead this one. She has the most notes to say about the movie. I feel.
You're making me do it. I wouldn't even. I mean, I guess I have mental notes.
We'll go one at a time, but I want to hear your take first.
Well, I guess it was my decision. I brought it up, and you were willing to go see it with me. I mean, you were also interested in it, but I was a little more. Again, I never seen the original Toxic Avenger movies. I used to watch. I I watched like the kill count videos from Dead Meat. I really love that YouTube channel. That's a great horror YouTube channel. I would recommend. And then I saw it was the first time that I saw the trailer when I saw Weapons with Joey. I'm like, is this Toxic Avenger? And then the title screen appeared. I'm like, oh my god, it is. And there's always been talks of making a new Toxic Avenger movie for a while now. And Joey and I recently learned is that this 2025 release of this movie, it was originally supposed to be released in 2023, which I think is probably for the best. I feel like if it's not doing super amazing right now, but I feel like if it were to came out earlier in 2023, it would be a little doing worse in the box office. But like I said earlier, I really do love the artsy fartsy editing. I really love the practical effects, like with the mutated chicken. I love that. Like, because I've been saying that I've been missing like old puppetry, like Jim Henson kind of style of like
Right.
Labyrinth and like the Muppets. Like I've been missing that, and I would love to see that more in movies. So even though it was a small thing, I was still happy that it appeared in the movie, because I'm like, oh, we're back to really creative films and creative artistry with practical effects. And obviously, even though Peter Dinklage wasn't in the prosthetics majority of the film, there was another woman who was like the Toxic Avenger. Like, I really liked how it was a redesign, because I realized that they look different from the old version to Peter Dinklage's version, but it still kind of keeps the same like hunchback look and kind of swollen eye, but just slightly different. So I liked how it was a remake in a sense where like it was something new and refreshing, but still kept like the core values of the original Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, I think you said Rexlight says I need to watch Toxic Avenger. What's it about?
I don't know the original origin story. It used to be a comic series, and it used to be under Marvel for a little bit until it
actually approved of it.
Yeah, until it became, I think, more independent. And then there were the old movies. And I think the movies came out in, like, 90s, 80s. I could be wrong. I could be totally way off. But, like, earlier. And I forgot the original story. But in the Peter Dinklage one, it's about a stepdad who's trying to take care of his son, and his wife died. And he has some sort of brain cancer in the brain. Something's wrong with his brain.
Every time they say what he has as a condition, like a jackhammer starts going off in the background so that they don't have to say what it actually is. There's so many good jokes in this movie.
There's a lot of jokes.
There was really good jokes. I really liked the jokes. I saw some critics say that the humor didn't always land. And I was kind of shocked at that, because I was like, I was laughing. I was having a good time.
Humor's different. This movie definitely has kind of raunchy humor, and that's not for everyone, but I enjoyed it. But again, basically, he's sick, and he has to get on this insurance plan to get the surgery, but the problem is that he's an underpaid worker at a factory and business that's very shady, and it's an action kind of comic book film, but it's about the environment a little bit, since the company that he works for uses very toxic chemicals and whatnot. And then I don't want to get too spoily right now, but shenanigans ensue when he falls into like a pit of whatever chemicals, and then that's how he turned into the Toxic Avenger. It's kind of like the Hulk.
Into the Joker.
Into the Joker. Yeah.
And then Batman showed up.
Yeah. Everybody showed up.
Funny you mentioned Batman, because I liked one of my favorite things about this movie that me and Kenna talked about is I love Elijah Wood doing his best Danny DeVito Penguin.
I was gonna say, so going into this, I only knew Peter Dinklage, but then Joey told me that Elijah Wood and Kevin Bacon are in it, and I didn't check who they were playing, because again, I really went in blind, and I was thinking that Elijah Wood was gonna be like an average guy, maybe, or maybe he was gonna be like the Toxic Avengers sidekick or something like that. But then he comes out, and I'm like, this is like old school kind of Penguin Danny DeVito, and I said, well. And I went to Joey and said, well, he could be the new Penguin for the DCU now.
Yeah, fantastical Penguin. There you go.
Oh my God, I would actually love that. I knew Elijah Wood was in this, but I had no idea Kevin Bacon was in this movie, and that
Yeah.
was funny as hell to me.
Kevin Bacon does what
Um,
Kevin Bacon does, man. He's a piece of shit environmental.
yeah. So this movie did a great job of feeling like a movie from the '90s, but
Yeah, it does feel
also
like that.
still having that modern edge to it. That modern, like obviously it's made in 2025, so it's got that sheen. But the like you said, the editing to it, the artsy fartsy, like that, like the throw the chemical goo on top of everything and like give it that complete vibe and like quick editing and quick cuts and hard cuts and like just gruesomeness, gross, like that 90s like grungy almost feel. They did a great job of capturing that trauma like vibe from the original movie, even though I haven't seen the original movie. I've seen things about it and around it, and I definitely felt that like where I love the obsession of like cooking eggs in this movie, where I think they showed that like 3 different times of like splattering raw eggs onto a pan. And I like how that was like one of the last shots of the movie too. Like kind of brought me back to the beginning of the movie in a way. And like he's pouring orange juice in the glass and like the orange juice is going all over the glass. Like just that like really messy editing style feel that I feel the 90s captured better than any other time. You know, and yeah, this movie was just a lot of fun. I didn't
That's
even
the
know
best
what I
word.
was.
That's the best word to describe
It
it.
was.
It was a ton of fun.
I had no idea what I was walking into. I did not see the original movie. I kind of thought it would just be an action flick more than anything. And while it was at times, it really is a comedy at its core.
Mhm.
And I feel we don't get comedies like this anymore.
All the
Like
comedies,
this movie.
all the
I'm sorry.
I
comedies
think
recently are just they're just meh. They're boring or like
I
they're.
think
Right.
I think this year 2025, and I don't want to cut anyone off with this, but
Mhm.
I was thinking about this earlier when we kind of watched the movie before the movie with the trailers. I think we're gonna enter and I was watching this really smart YouTuber. I can't remember what his name was. He was talking about it, and it was we're gonna witness the return of good comedy, like we witnessed the return of good horror movies starting to come out. Where like if you look at this year, I don't use Happy Gilmore 2 as a good example because it's not a good example. But when Naked Gun, which I know a
Sandler.
lot of people
Yeah.
haven't seen, Naked Gun is incredible and everybody should watch it because it's hilarious. But then after that, when we were watching the movie Toxic Avenger before we watched the trailers, um, I love, I absolutely love the the trailer for that new, what do you call it, the Roof Man with Channing Tatum.
Mhm. And
That
Peter
with him,
Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage, that looks like a great comedy. And this movie felt that 80s comedy vibe. I think we're slowly starting to get back to creativity in Hollywood. There are some people that are coming up with
Slowly.
some things again. Slowly but surely, there are some good ideas coming out that really are quite
I
fun.
saw somebody pushing for more risky ideas in Hollywood. I forget who it was, but
Yeah, I want
I
to
was
see
on
what he
IGN,
is.
I think even.
The thing
Um,
is, oh, I just want to say one thing. Is like the thing
but
is that even though Toxic Avenger was a really fun and good movie, it really does need um a lot more people to go see it so it can raise a lot of money because people always complain that there's no new original films anymore and it's always the same like I don't know MCU or whatever sequel, but you also have to realize, well, you're not really seeing the other original movies in theater. And I will say that Toxic Avenger could have been advertised more because again, I only saw one trailer of it,
agreed.
Yeah,
but and that definitely does play a part. It does need to be better advertised, but if we want to see more actual good fun movies and creative movies like this, people do, even the general audience, they do really need to go see it so that maybe we could get that sequel where it's Toxie versus Dracula, maybe. I don't know.
I
That would,
think
I
it's a
love.
bit of a sleeper hit where like clips of it will go onto social media when
mm,
it's out on DVD and people will be like, "What is this?" You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like parts that make you laugh that, when people actually get to see these scenes, they're going to be like, "I want to see what is this? What is this?" You know what I mean? Oh, Peter Dinklage is in it. Kevin Bacon is in this. Elijah Wood is in it. Like
Mm,
and the advertising, the marketing was just not there. Like I had no idea Elijah Wood was in this until Joe
Do you
said
think
it
if
the
it
other
gets
day.
a sleeper hit and it gets enough attention, like if you see people watching it once it's released on like streaming and DVD and stuff, do you think they'd make a sequel if they saw enough demand for it? Like,
Maybe. I mean, it falls right in style with the original movie that it's a cult classic. You know, that's what that is. I feel like this could reach that kind of in a modern sense, you know?
Yeah, it's also not the first time that a movie, like, it could be kind of like The Thing. Like, the original, the Kurt Russell Thing is personally one of my favorite movies, but at the time of its release, nobody really liked it. They thought it was bad. They did not like it. But then because of TV runs and DVDs, it's now known as, like, one of the best films ever. And I definitely
Right.
think that Toxic Avenger could
I could see that.
become like,
Sorry.
no, I'm done.
Ian Barney.
This like it. I'm sorry. It. The Thing is a psychological horror story, and I think people really like wanted Alien. You know what I mean? Where they wanted like a horror movie where it was an alien that killed people. Like, and The Thing just isn't like that, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's it like slightly borders on it, but not really. You know, like it's more so
yeah. They also didn't like,
psychological.
yeah. Well, they also thought at the time it was too bleak and not, there was no like heroism compared to like Alien. Like, yes, there's the big scary monster, but you have the main characters like fight it and like win
Right.
for the most part. The
Sure.
Thing, there's no real winners.
Yeah.
They win in a sense
They're
that
like,
the Thing doesn't go outside and takes over the world, but they sacrifice their lives for. And also, to be honest, when I first watched the movie, I was like, because I watch it because I'm like, well, I should see this since it's known as like this amazing classic. And I'm like, the majority of the cast are all these dudes stuck in one place together. And the premise of this huge group of guys on paper might sound like maybe boring. I'm like, okay, where's the intriguing part besides the alien? But I really love the writing of each character of the men, where like they all have different personalities and they all have like actual like rememberable names for the most part. I probably can't name them all now, but like definitely, you know, I recognize them compared to like probably other films with wannabe similar premises.
what I think is funny about The Thing is that like millions of kids don't even realize they're playing the game to it. Among Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Among Us is literally The Thing.
I watched that movie and I said, this is just like the Among Us. And then I got my friend to watch it and he was like, this is literally Among Us. And I said, yeah, I know, but
It's too bad they didn't like jump on that. Like there should be a Thing like DLC or something, you know? Like,
That'd be cool.
I always joke to my friends of being like, we should make like a movie crossover where it's like the title, it's so dumb. It's like The Thing is Among Us or something like that. Something silly.
Luke's cat made a cameo.
Oh, I missed it. I missed the cat.
there she
Oh,
is.
I see right there. Oh. I see.
So yeah.
But back to Toxic Avenger, another thing that I really liked about the editing is that I liked how it had the title cards of like, today is this day, like the early morning. Like I really like that because that's what was, I will say, that's what was missing from James Gunn's Superman, because he also kind of had a similar thing where he would be like, today is Monday, because people critique the pacing of Superman, which I get, but I also think if test screeners weren't like, oh, get rid of this, and he kept the title cards of what day it was, I think that would have helped more for people to
probably
critical about the pacing of Superman. So that's what I really liked about Toxic Avenger.
Okay.
But that's the world that we're living in, where people are going to complain. We're realizing nowadays about just about anything. Even though something's really good, you're still going to get people that complain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, horror fanatic. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a minute.
I really like the scene where the shed blows up. And you think the character dies.
I really thought he was dead for a hot minute.
Yeah, no, I literally was like, "Oh my god!" You know, like I guess they killed him.
I know. I was like, oh, I really like in that moment. I was like, wow, I really do feel bad for the Toxic Avenger. I'm like, wow, he did all this, and then his son I was like torn apart. I'm like, is he really dead though? But then the more I continue, I'm like, oh, I guess he really is gone. But then he shows
It
up.
kept you
Yep.
guessing. It was kind of
Reveal
exciting.
is great. So yeah, Elijah Wood was great in this movie, even though he spoke like 5 words or something like that. Like, I
Happy
love
birthday to Keanu Reeves. He's 62. Oh, wow.
Oh wow, he is
Eh.
looking damn good for a 62-year-old.
Yeah, he doesn't age really.
No,
I
not at all.
watched Thursday Murder Club on Netflix. Great film.
I heard
I think I heard something about that. Yeah.
I saw one review of. I think it's based on a book, and usually, this kind of happens when it comes to movie adaptations. But I heard this one girl was like, "This is not good. This is not accurate to the book."
Of course.
I'm like, yeah, I can see that. What was another thing? I really like the
Well, hold on, Joe. I think we're kind of wrapping up here.
Oh, are we wrapping up? Okay.
I think we're kind of wrapping up in general, yeah. Unless you guys have
Okay.
any more big thoughts about Toxic Avenger.
I mean, I guess I didn't really give my take on it, but I mean, it's okay.
If you want to have a big take, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my take's not too different from people that haven't watched my review. I mean, I just really enjoyed it. This movie made me realize how much of a fan I am of Peter Dinklage in some of these roles, because I think that he has a really good kind of comedic sense, and I like a few Q&A for 10 minutes. Yeah, we can do some Q&A after this for a little bit.
Yeah, if you want to go real quick, Joe, go do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I just give me 1 second. I just had to run to the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
But yeah, no, well, go ahead.
I'll talk about a couple. Go, Joe. It's all good.
Okay, got it.
I'll fill in time. So, a scene I want to talk about, the very opening to Toxic Avenger. Like the guy who's working with the woman who gets the information to work against the corporation that's like literally putting toxins in everybody.
Yeah, just like yeah.
So like the guy is like, go run, take the information, I'll hold them off. And like they come in and he's like, what have you got? You can't do anything to me. And they like immediately shoot him like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
like,
I really do love that like they don't pull punches in this movie.
Right. Oh, not at all.
Yeah.
And then like he's like, that's all you got? And the guy pulls out his shotgun and shoots him in the chest. And like he goes right back down. Like gets up one more time and is like, that's it. And like a guy pulls out a harpoon gun and shoots him with the harpoon gun, and it hits him so hard he like flies through the window and like lands on the ground outside. He's like still on the ground, like, that's it.
Yeah. He's not up yet, but he's still moving a little bit, yeah.
And then like later in the movie when that woman like meets up with one of the main characters, like she's explaining how her partner got killed by these guys, and she's like, yeah, they killed him with harpoons and shit.
Yeah.
Like just some of the jokes in this movie, they really got me. I really love the style of the movie. Like it reminds me of 90s movies where I could just throw it on and have a good time for a little while. I love that it's not
the
long.
style's great.
Yeah,
I like the long, dude. An hour and 40 minutes is not bad. That actually is a really good runtime.
Perfect. And that's with credits even. Like so it's really more of like a 90-minute flick, which is perfect. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I really dug it. I really liked it. It's been a while since I've been able to enjoy a Peter Dinklage film, and I think this was a really good one.
My two scenes for Toxic Avenger, humor-wise, is the burger restaurant standoff where it's like, it used to be Mr. or whatever it was called.
It used to be Mr. Meat. Now it's Miss Meat.
and then the comments, well, it's still the same good grub, and then they immediately get shot. And I like the blind woman teasing the shooters. And then I would say that scene had the most impressive, very gory kills compared to like all the other ones that I'm like, wow, they're really pulling all the
all the stops. Yeah.
And then the last scene where he's coming out of the hospital and he sees the woman, and they're like, he's like waving, and she waves back, and then he goes like this, and she goes no, and then he goes, oh, this, and then she goes back.
Yeah, I love that scene too. Funny. Like Black Power, no.
I like the scene where they interrupt the concert too. I thought that was really fun.
Oh,
fun
that was
bit.
great with Megadeth. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a great little. Yeah, it's just a cool scene, man. You
I
know?
think my favorite interaction in this movie is between is when Toxie gets picked up by the old guy in the forest that claims he's a doctor. But
Who told you I was a doctor? You did.
I like how he said like the training montage with for Toxie with like the mop, the toxic mop. He's
yeah,
like, with great power and whatnot, go on or whatever he says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
responsibility and all that. Oh, it's so funny.
yeah, so good.
He's one. I forget what he says about him. He's like one strong, but he's one ugly son of a
Oh.
bitch. Like, I
Yeah.
can't. Oh my god.
I also like before the song he goes on like the first time he fails the like dance thing. I did not expect the song to play with like but the group of kids before him and they're like hip hop dancing to like Oh My Lady's Pop like that song. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, like neck, back,
Yeah.
pussy, and my crack. Like at the like kids talent show or something.
Yeah.
We'll get
Yeah,
there,
no,
Chris.
it's so
We'll
funny,
get there,
man.
Chris. I promise.
Yeah, it was a
Awesome.
very good movie. Everyone go see it if you can.
Yeah, go see Toxic
Okay.
Avenger so we can get Toxie versus Dracula, baby. Come on,
I
let's
loved
do it.
It was so much fun. And Kevin
I just hope
Bacon.
hope
great.
this movie doesn't become like my favorite rated R movie in cinema that we never got the sequel to. Where they teased
What?
in the end credits scene that we're gonna get a sequel to a movie, but we never got it. Do you guys ever
What
see
movie?
Machete? You ever see Machete Kills?
Oh, didn't they make a Machete 2 though?
That is Machete 2. So there's Machete
Oh.
and then Machete Kills. But
Okay.
Machete Kills was going to spawn off into like a rated R Star Wars sequel. And I was like, oh man, I want it. Come on. bring it to sci-fi. Machete Kills in space. Let's go.
I've never
Machete.
seen those, but I've heard they're funny.
They're hilarious, dude. It's the
you
guy
know,
from
if I could
Spy Kids.
If I could compare this movie to a movie, like one of the last ones I've seen in the last few years that was a comedy, it would be Renfield. And I think this movie
I love
was.
Renfield.
I
love
liked it.
Renfield.
I like this a lot more than Renfield, though. I
yeah,
liked
that's a fair
Renfield,
take.
but Renfield, like goes too hard on things. I almost feel like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean. While this
think
like
the
has
thing
that perfect degree. You know?
I think the thing for me that really worked for Renfield for me that I kind of got like my eyes kind of popped out of my head was just the idea of like they're doing this whole vampire Dracula thing, but then like the apprentice had like mad martial arts skills and like just like for me that was kind of a thing. I was like, okay, this is ridiculous.
And
but
I'm
I
sure
kinda
you
love
love
it.
just like the boss theme. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And like
I
there
liked
were a
it.
lot of themes that were very relatable in Renfield. I
Yeah,
felt
I
that
liked it.
some of the action scenes almost like for me, like kind of I lost it on some of those, you know, where it was just like
Yeah.
I want to get more back to the story of this thing, you know.
Yeah, you know that makes sense. But it
Right.
just kind of depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah,
But-
for sure.
Yeah.
But I would probably say I prefer this movie too because I think it's a much more entertaining experience, and I felt like it was very good. Like I believe I give it an 8 out of 10 on my review, and I think my score still stands. So I think it's a very good movie. It's not trying to be best movie of the year. It's not trying to be crazy. It's just a fun movie. You have your bros over. Hey man, let's have some beer. Let's watch some Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, I'd give it a 9
good.
out of 10 personally, just because
Really?
of that, like because of what it's going for. It's not trying to be some kind of cinema, like piece of cinema.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some kind of cinematic, like for
Nah.
what it's going for, it achieves it very well. You know what I mean? Like, and I
Yeah.
think it's something I just enjoy. And just off of that, I feel like it deserves a high, like review just because it literally nails what it's trying to achieve.
Yeah, I don't think we kind of even thought of that, but that's a good take.
You know, yeah. I mean, different genres I feel like should be kind of looked at differently. You know,
Mhm.
but
Agreed.
especially comedy. You know, like that's how do you exactly review comedy?
Okay. Does anybody have any final thoughts on it? Because I know Retrolad's been chomping at the bit to talk about these
My
Clayface
last thing,
pictures.
I guess this is where a bit of disappointment comes in.
Okay.
The only bad thing I could say about Toxic Avenger is, and I haven't seen the original movie, but like Comic Book Men, there's an episode where the director from the original comes on for an episode, you know, Joe, and
Yeah.
they talk about it quite a bit. They show one scene, probably the most famous scene from the movie, where he like jumps up and like the four like gangsters like all shoot each other instead of shooting him. And I wanted that. Like I was expecting that scene out of this movie. I really wanted to like jump up and everybody killed each other. But like I'm very happy with what I got. I'm so
September,
cool with it.
yeah, no, I'm glad that you liked it, man. I mean, I think that opening really threw me off. I think there's multiple parts in this movie that just is. It's such an interesting. It's so cool to see. Like you see all these conversations. Hollywood's dead. Oh, people don't know how to make original films anymore. No originality. But this movie, it's really kind of nice to see that there is still some creativity left in the world. There is still people wanting to make different kind of films.
Sure.
And I think that's pretty cool.
No, I'm about it. I like the different style, and I'd like to see more movies along this vein.
I really like that scene where he played with the dead body to be like, "Come over here, come over," like because
Yeah, right.
all the guys killing each other. I do agree. I do think the original movies are more serious. I think in the sense of like this is a story about a man who's become disfigured and everybody thinks he's a monster, but he's really a hero. While I do think this version is way more comical.
Right.
And another thing about comedy movies is that I think why we've been like in a drought of them is of like, okay, what's considered funny now? Because everyone's like so concerned of like, oh, you can't make that joke, it's offensive or whatever. But the thing is that I think you are allowed to make jokes poking fun at stereotypes or poking fun at a group of people. It's just like the way you do it, because there's a difference between, laughing with, instead of laughing at or actually being offensive. While I think
100%.
Toxic Avenger meets that perfect middle where like there is like, obviously very raunchy jokes, but it never becomes actually offensive because it's actually funny. And that's the thing is like people complain about how you can't make certain jokes anymore. It's not the thing that you can't make the jokes. It's just more like, well, it's just not funny anymore. And you have to, actually evolve and adapt to like what's considered funny now versus then. And I think Toxic Avenger is a very great example of like future modern comedy movies.
Right.
I agree.
I promise you, I am not a pervert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For anybody who hasn't seen the movie, you're not gonna get that. But
no, there's some good references. Yeah, no, I love the jokes. I think it was great. I enjoyed it.
There's a lot of jokes to the point where it's like it's nice to talk about it with other people because like I can't remember all the jokes off the top of my head, but you guys talking about some of the jokes that I don't remember, I'm remembering them, and then I'm remembering other jokes that were in the movie. Like.
And it's cool because you have the most recent experience too. Like we saw it 2 days ago, where it's kind of
hours. Cool. I saw it hours ago. Yeah, and I really liked it. I had a great time. Like. In the theater by myself, I laughed out loud a few different times. So,
yeah. I bet those people working in the theater were real entertained by like, oh, why won't this guy leave? Why do we have to watch Toxic Avenger?
Yeah, right. Somebody wants to actually watch the movie. Like the theater I went to was so small that they had to turn it on because nothing was playing in the theater at all.
That's hilarious.
You actually made them do their job for.
Right. Yeah. I had to do something.
Renfield was great. Yeah, I enjoyed it, Jake.
All right, so
let's go Q&A for a couple minutes.
Q&A, buddy. I'm gonna walk away for a second. I'm still talking, but I'm going off cam for right now.
No worries. No, I'm hyped for Tron Ares, man. The only downside I have with Tron Ares is I just want to know. I just want to find the person that decided. Oh, did he mean to drop out? Was he back? All right, let me grab it.
He said that he was going to be off camera, but I think he accidentally.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You just wanted to be off camera. All right. I'm excited for this movie because I love the Tron movies. And I saw some things they're even doing a double feature. And if there's a Tron Legacy and Tron Ares double feature, I'm definitely doing that shit because I love Tron Legacy. To see that on the big screen again. Ooh.
I've never seen Tron.
Tron's iconic. But my problem with Ares is I'm just sick of Jared Leto, man. I wish we could just get him out of here.
Wait, what's Jared Leto gonna be in?
He's the lead character
in the new Tron movie.
Oh, see, I haven't even seen the trailer.
He's the lead character. They plastered his face all over everything. And he's like, oh, that's my only downside with this movie.
I will say, as much as I despise him, so far on the trailers, he looks pretty good as the character he's playing. So maybe,
yes. Maybe he'll be redemption. Hey, we're living in a world where The Rock is gonna possibly get an Oscar for a UFC biopic, so anything's possible. So, hold up. Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a minute. Chris wants to talk about Clayface weeks. I know we'll get there. I promise. I was answering your Tron Aries question, Chris. Yeah. Okay. Clayface pictures. I did see them. Yeah, they look great. And you know what I was thinking about in regards to Toxic Avenger? That's kind of fun. Well, they're both very different movies. Toxic Avenger made me excited for Clayface in a way that I don't think I was before, because the idea of the deformity and horror, if you want to bring in the horror elements, makes me really excited for that of Clayface, because Kenna knows this. I've never been a huge horror person because I worked for a job where all the things that make horror fun was sucked out of, because I did Valley Scare for so many years.
Yeah,
and so like jump scares don't work on me. Any of the things that are horror or creepy, they don't always work for me. But I think there'll be something in Clayface for everyone, and I think I'm really excited. Batman will be in the ending. I can bet on it. Yeah, I think we all expect it, man. That's why I'm gonna say this, and and you can watch my video and find out later tonight. Oh,
I'm gonna roll. I gotta go. So,
are you gonna play anything tonight, boss?
Yeah. Hit me up. I'm down to play Rivals or whatever.
All right, well, I can play Rivals with you. We'll play after the show.
Cool. Sounds good.
Sounds good, man. Thanks for being here, boss.
Thanks for having me.
I'll hit you up when I'm getting on Rivals.
Sounds good. See you later.
Sounds good.
Joe,
Bye.
see you later, Kenna. Good talking.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, good talk.
All right. So we're getting to this. So with Batman, I think we're gonna see him. Now there are two ways to do this. Is you reveal the actor before, make some big grand announcement before the movie, or if they really want to pull people in and make this movie fucking baller, crazy as shit, what if they don't announce the actor? And what if you're watching Clayface and there's a scene where maybe Batman faces off with Clayface or whatever thugs he's facing off in that like mobster type environment, goes back to like the cave briefly, and the cowl comes off, and then you see Batman or Bruce Wayne.
I was also just gonna say, if we were gonna get Batman and Clayface, they should totally go that route where like they don't announce anything at all, and they keep up the whole Batman's not gonna appear. It's simply just a solo Clayface movie. Don't expect Batman. Blah 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 blah. But then you actually go and watch it, and you're like, oh my god, it's Batman, or it's Bruce Wayne, maybe.
I want that Batman Rogue One scene, man. I want Batman just doing the raid hallway thing, just taking fools out. That's how you introduce Batman, man. I'm sorry, you just gotta introduce Batman.
You just redo the Rogue One Vader scene, but instead of Vader, it's Batman.
Yep. Tell AI Rogue One Vader scene, but Batman in the script. There you go. You ready for Wednesday season 2, part 2? Hell yeah. Our first DCU Gotham map. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was pretty cool. Yo, Joe, send me a picture for the watch party tomorrow. Oh yeah, you need one of my images. Yeah, I'll take one for you after the stream. You get Rogue One Batman scene in the Batman. Well, well, no, it's not the same thing though, because the way that they did I want to see Batman at his peak level experience. In that scene, yeah, I will, Jake. No worries. You got a Batman that wasn't experienced doing his thing, but he was mostly getting shot in that scene. I want to see Batman God mode. I want to see like thugs shooting at him and going crazy, and Batman snapping wrists and breaking bones and throwing dudes against the wall. I want you guys remember that hallway scene in Arrow season 1 where Walter was captured and Oliver had that epic hallway fight. But the difference is Green Arrow kills and Batman doesn't. So since he doesn't kill, I want that Arkham Batman of Batman just nearly not killing people, but brutally breaking all their bones and just making them feel it, man. Like, you're gonna feel it in the morning. They're getting hurt. He's doing spin kicks. Like, because I don't think people. I said this in my video, and I don't think people appreciate this. We've never, not Ben Affleck, not Michael Keaton, not Christian Bale, not Robert Pattinson. We've never had Batman in his prime in live action. And I don't care what anyone else says. I know he's gonna have a son. I know he'll be a little older, but he won't be a what's his name? Ben Affleck 50 years old. But in his 30 to 40, late 30s to 40s, that will be prime Batman. This is gonna be a Batman that is gonna be, like James Gunn says, he's gonna be a menace. And I'm here for it. Like, I want you to debut this man. I want to be sitting in a theater, don't announce the casting, watch the movie, and have me shit my pants at Batman, just the sheer terror. Like, end the scene with him grabbing the criminal by the neck and just being like, and then do the classic scene of, like, in a rated R Batman film where he snaps his wrist, pulls him up against the wall, and the guy's like, who are you supposed to be? Deep voice, or whoever the actor is. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Just like classic, just bang, pow. Then the credits roll and it says, oh yeah, you like that cameo of Batman? Well, here's Brendan Sklar is your Dark Knight. Da da da. Boom. Now, I'm not saying that's who it's going to be. I'm just saying a hypothetical state that's what I think we're leaning towards. Because I'm not going to lie. I got to start watching 1923 because I watched that clip of him beating the guy up with the belt, and the way he talks to these thugs in this show, oh, inhale that aura, bro. Like, just the aura is just it's there, man. I can't get over it. Like, now that I keep seeing, for a long time I was like, okay, I don't want Sklar. I don't want it. I don't know why people keep saying this dude. I've never seen this dude in my life. I see all these clips of Bruce Wayne. I'm like, yeah, I get everyone cares about the Bruce Wayne, but I need to see the Batman. You want to convince me? I don't care about the Bruce Wayne part. I want the Batman. Like, obviously, you got to have Bruce Wayne, but I'm all about getting the best Batman version. So for me, I need to see that more. And then I keep seeing these clips, and I just keep, this one I saw the other day, he grabs the guy, and he goes, and he's like, I will kill you. You know, but even though Batman doesn't kill, in that show, he was a much edgier character. The character Sklar is playing is kind of a murderer, but, like, Batman's not. But it's just the energy.
So
it's
you would
the
just have to
vibe
turn
of,
a little bit, but it would work still.
yeah, I feel like it's just, I feel it's just the energy he gives off, the aura you're feeling. You're just like, ooh, inhale that. That's Batman right there, baby. And the fact he did that training shot. Oh, we got more questions. Chloe Bennett says, oh, do you have something to say, Kenna?
Well, I was going to read what he was saying, but if you can
Oh, do you want to read it? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I saw Horfanax said I'm having Panda Express for dinner. That sounds like a delicious dinner.
Nice. Chloe Bennett says she should have been in Marvel's Secret Invasion. I should have been there in Secret Invasion. It probably would have been better. Quote. I mean,
yeah.
I feel like no one could save Secret Invasion, even if the best people were. It wouldn't. I just feel like that was such a downfall of a show. Like, just. It was so oddly placed in the timeline.
Right.
Just didn't have any proper build up to it that they should have just, like, not even done it in the first place.
I mean, I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I love me some Quake. If Quake was in it, there might at least been one or two fight scenes that redeemed it slightly.
But fight scenes just can't save the show. Like, the action's not the problem.
I'm just saying there could be more enjoyment from it. Like, maybe there was a little bit more of enjoyment stuff. The project would not be saved like they're saying, but I think at least people would have had maybe a little bit more fonder memories of it. And Chris also says, early versions of Batman and Superman hit the public domain in 2034 and 2035. Well, we might be getting some Batman and Superman horror movies now. So.
Well, people
because we know what happened. Because we know what happened with Winnie the Pooh
and Peter Pan.
I still gotta watch when's the Peter Pan film come out?
I think it's out already. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Are the reviews bad?
I don't keep up with that horror movie series.
That's what, I didn't care much for Blood and Honey, but I would watch a Peter Pan one. I think the Peter Pan one has potential.
I know there's a Mickey Mouse one that's out. That one's really bad. It's worse than the
I heard the Steamboat Willie one was bad.
Yeah, the Steamboat Willie one is bad. It'll be very interesting what becomes of Superman and Batman in the public domain. They're classic versions.
I mean, you do evil Superman again. It's just gonna come out like Brightburn, so I don't know what else you can do with that one really.
Well, I don't know. You can make it silly, make it more
Batman,
silly.
you could definitely make a good horror movie out of if you did it right. Make him really terrifying.
There's been so many for horror. I know people really love to go on YouTube, like analog horror. There's a lot of like fan-made Batman horror concepts. I do know everybody brings it up a lot. I feel like at least I see it a lot when I'm scrolling through like Batman concept art. Originally, Gerard Way, the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, he had concept sketches of his own Batman TV show because he also worked on the Umbrella Academy comic book, the original graphic novel. So it would have been interesting to see his Batman version come to life.
So there's definitely potential for people wanting to make that a reality. That's interesting. Anybody else got any more fun stuff for Q&As? Surprised we talked about it and there hasn't been new stuff yet. Usually we're behind on our chats.
Well, we kind of did a good spin back around.
Yeah, we caught up on everything.
Well, I also think the majority of the people who were typing in the chat left because they were getting tired or had to go.
Everyone has to leave sometimes. It's almost 9:30. People get tired.
Yeah.
I was hanging out because I thought D-Man might appear, but I don't think he will because he must have got tired because it's a little late.
Yeah, that's okay. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Eli on here to talk about.
Yeah, I hope that it gets fixed in the future. I really wanted to get his take on things.
Yeah, next time maybe if we ever get more Batman Beyond news.
Yeah, I was really enjoying you and his banter in the chat earlier.
Well, I do know that I think the next episode for next Tuesday we're doing DC villains.
That's what we talked about. That should be fun.
Yeah.
That should get good attraction, I feel.
So if anyone's still here, we can talk a little bit about DC villains, or just giving you brainstorm ideas of what to ask next Tuesday.
Yeah, interesting questions.
For DC villains. So definitely Eli could come back up again, especially so he could talk about DC villains as well with us. Like Batman Beyond villains like Ink or the Jokers or the Splicers. We could all talk about that next Tuesday, of course, not right now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, if there's not any other questions, I think this is a good time to stop it.
Yeah, we don't have any more questions. We can wrap here, guys.
Yeah. Anyone left? Anyone still around? Still alive? I know it's
we have 4 people in the chat. I know it's kind of chill, but do we have any more last-minute questions?
Oh.
Is there any final thoughts?
Is Holt been Voldemort? Is Holt being Voldemort? No, that's just a rumor.
It's rumored he's considered as one of the people that they want, but it's also rumored that apparently they've already cast Voldemort and he was one of the names on the list, but they're not going to tell the public until the show debuts because apparently he's in multiple episodes in season 1.
I'm going to be honest. I think Nicholas Hoult is a good choice. However, I just don't think it's him. I think he doesn't. I would be surprised if he wanted to be associated with the Harry Potter brand, because a lot of the actors who are coming back, or the actors that have accepted their roles for the reboot, are facing a little bit of backlash, and I don't think Nicholas Hoult wants that for his career.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't care if an actor is joining the Harry Potter reboot because it's a job and, they need money and actors gotta act. They gotta make their characters. But at the same time, I do understand why the backlash is happening for quite fair reasons, I believe. So I just don't think Nicholas Hoult is going to get himself in that mess, especially with his success as Lex Luthor in the DCU.
Yeah, I was talking to Ken about this. Call of Duty movies at Paramount, Michael Bay is perfect for explosions. Yeah, if they do a Call of Duty movie, I don't want another generic war movie. I want it to be a Nazi zombie movie because I want something that's going to have good lore and be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And the campaigns for that game are just not there.
Yeah. Retro said we could do a Harry Potter podcast. Maybe in the future. That could be.
I know Jake wants to be a part of that because I know Jake said that he was interested in that for sure. He's talked about doing that for a long time. We never nailed a date or time.
Yeah, we could definitely maybe we'll have to discuss it with Luke. I don't want to make final decisions without him here, but I know.
Does he have affinity when it comes to does he like Harry Potter?
I don't know. That's why I don't want to just be like, oh, we're doing this,
Yeah, we're not confirming it. We're not committing to anything yet. We're just talking about it.
I know that's what I'm saying. But yeah, maybe after DC Villains, that could be our next thing. Maybe.
We need to study the Harry Potter books, films, and Hogwarts Legacy games soon. Oh, yeah, we do already have a title for it. That's true. I forgot about that.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I like Harry Potter a mild amount. I'm not gonna study really. Sorry. I mean, I'll know basic things. I'm willing to talk about Harry Potter. I do like talking about it, but it is not a super main interest of mine. But I do understand why it's popular, and there are some things that I like about it, but there's also some things that I personally don't care about the TV reboot. But I will say, however, if the reboot is actually a proper reboot, I do hope that they actually do make some changes from the original books to make it better. I know that the TV reboot is supposed to be more accurate to the books than the movies, which is great. However, there are just some certain things that J.K. Rowling wrote in the books that I feel like do need to be updated for the TV show. So when eventually it comes out and there's some grand changes or whatever, or even actually smaller changes, I'll check it out.
Yeah, I definitely still need to complete that game, Retrolad. I need to get back on that train.
It was meant for Jake and Joe because we want. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I know that Hogwarts Legacy is a pretty good game. I follow an artist who does fan art of it, and I've played I actually used to play the mobile game version of it. It's slightly different. It's not the same. It's something called different, but I can't remember. The thing
Chris,
is.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Oh, my thing. I was just gonna say about Harry Potter is that, again, I'm totally down to do a podcast episode for it. I'm not fully against it. But it's just one of those things where it's kind of I like the idea of it more than the actual thing. That's just how I feel. At least we get Book Ginny. Seeing Book Ginny would be better. I know that she was done dirty in the movies. I do agree with that.
Yeah, I love the actress. It's too bad that she was not treated well.
Well, it was her character that wasn't done right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's too bad that happened. Chris, I was going to ask you, because we haven't talked about the latest castings for it. Are you excited about Flitwick coming back as being played by Warwick Davis, a.k.a. Wicket from the, what's that Star Wars movie? Return of the Jedi.
Oh, isn't that also the same guy who was the main character in Willow?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He also played. Yeah, I'm happy about it. Okay. Yeah, because I guess he also was. He's the only alumni to come back from the original movies. They brought the guy back so he's the teacher that was always really short.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's interesting that they're out of all the people to come back from the original movies, they only want him to come back so far.
Well, it's not that they only want him. I think he's the only one who is willing to come back.
That's
that's
fair.
why
You're-
Tom
I
Felton
mean,
is coming
but
back.
the kids they couldn't have gotten back because the kids are all too old.
Well, duh, yeah. And they also, besides Tom Felton, they've all moved on and they have way more successful careers. I mean, I know that the actor for Ron Weasley, I think he's quit acting and he's living more of a private life, which is good.
Yeah, I don't know who the actor. I don't know who the actor who plays Lucius is gonna be in the show, but I really wish they would have let Tom Felton come back and play Lucius.
Oh, I thought he was coming back.
No, that was just for the. I think it was the what do they call it?
Oh,
The
play.
audiobook or the play.
Oh,
also-
that makes more sense. I thought he was coming back to play Lucius for the TV show.
No, they never got him in this show.
Honestly, I'm very surprised. He's not doing so hot.
Yeah.
I would love to have it for the money.
What's going on, Max? Welcome to our little world here. I can't wait to see Terminal's origins and the James Potter friends. Yeah, that would be interesting. I wonder if they'll actually dive into the proper Riddle's origins. They might. They might now that we're hearing Voldemort's gonna be in multiple episodes because you can talk about anything here. Really, we're in a Q&A section.
Yeah, we're near the end of the podcast, but we are doing
the girl that plays Hermione is going to play Hermione in the new audiobook. Oh, so she get to play the audiobook first, and then she'll get to be in the show. We also now know that the show's confirmed for 2027 apparently.
Okay.
So it's good they're taking their time with that.
I know as much as I'm like, I don't care about Harry Potter, I'm still gonna watch it. Obviously, I still gotta get my thoughts. I'm still gonna see how it actually is before I make my final opinion.
Final judgment.
Yeah.
Judgment Day. That's fun. Yeah, season 1 and 2 is back to back. Oh, it's always been known that way? Don't you all agree? Season 6 of Cobra Kai was so terrible. I hated the ending. There was some things that bothered me. It could have been written a little better. Personally, that's just my personal opinion.
I never watched it, so I can't say.
Yeah.
And I probably never will.
I'm just
Sorry.
trying to answer everyone's questions as best I can. Being a good host. But we're gonna wrap up soon.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up. I think we're slowing down.
Yeah, I just wanted to finish whatever ones were left.
Oh yeah,
when we get to season 6, Half-Blood Prince, plans like the book.
Please do it like the book.
Yeah.
Well, of course. I mean, if this TV show claims it's going to be way more book accurate than the movies, then I mean, it would be really dumb for them not to do what they said.
Like, why did they kill Kreese off? The story wasn't really about him. His story was never explored upon. They left so many things about him unresolved. And Silver too, like, I can't believe Kreese and Silver killed each other. Yeah, I have a video coming out in the next couple of days about. I think that Cobra Kai. Yeah, thank you, Retrolad. It was a great show. We appreciate it. Good night, buddy. But I've really been thinking about the last couple of days that I was really disappointed with the writer's handling of my favorite villain, because I was saying back in season 4 of Cobra Kai that Terry Silver could have been a generational TV villain and could be up there with like Negan from The Walking Dead, or like even like was even rivaling MCU villains. So with Silver, we were getting like actual villain. It wasn't like, oh, this character's gonna get redemption. They pushed him to this limit of like, they showed him what his redemption would have been like, and then they showed him descend into madness, and they pushed him to the edge, and then season 6, they took all that away from him. Like, they can still bring Kreese back for future spinoffs, can't they? If they do flashbacks, maybe. I don't know what other stories they tell. I mean, maybe there's some things they didn't tell from his past that they could explain. It really depends on what the story of the flashback is, or what the spin-off story is. But I am working on a big. I think the writers dropped the ball on Silver video later this week because I think Silver, the actor, is incredible, and I think he was handled poorly. And I think it's a mistake to build him up in season 4 and then make him the main villain of season 5 and not restore. Because sometimes things need to rhyme like poetry, right? I love they brought Louis Tan in as a villain for the tournament, but I think you need to, especially with this show that was so great ending in the way it did, you should have had Silver be the main threat at the end of the story because that was his role, was to be the Palpatine of the Cobra Kai universe. Like, he fought Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi passed. He's still alive. Despite his older age, he's still able to be a formidable and dangerous threat. So I think it would have been better if him and Johnny fought in the end. And then maybe he had a heart attack or something to an advanced age, or he did die somehow. Because then we could have got a proper conclusion to his character.
Well, Joey, I think I'm going to head out now. There's one last question for you about Cobra Kai.
I'll stay here and answer questions.
Yeah, I'm dropping
You're
out.
welcome to go.
I know nothing about Cobra Kai, so I'm
Are you gonna play Rivals with me and Luke?
Yeah, I'll play Rivals.
Okay, I told Luke I would send him an invite. If you guys get in a party first, I'll answer a couple more questions, and now I can jump in with you guys.
Okay. See you later.
Sounds good. Good. 2 more questions, and then I'm gonna end this. But I might do a stream so you guys can join, so I can continue my stuff in my Marvel Rivals stream, and you guys can answer ask similar questions. Could it be flashbacks that happened during the time Cobra Kai, or could they make it when Kreese survived the yacht explosion? If he survived, do you think he survived? If he survived, they could do that. If it's flashbacks of Cobra Kai, possible. It just depends on what story they want to tell. So it just really depends on what they're down for at this rate. It varies. But anyway, yeah, I think we'll do one more. Yeah, I think it's unlikely he survived. Jake, are you going to join us on Rivals? Yeah, I kind of agree with Jake on this one. I don't really think he survived. Oh, good. I'm glad you're going to join us, Jake. I'll be hopping on in a couple minutes. I'll take one more question, and then I'm going to end this podcast, and then we'll move on to our Rivals stream. But I appreciate you guys all for coming in. Thank you for always supporting my content. It means a lot to me. I'll take one more question, and then I'm going to end it. All right. One more question. It's 9:43. Oh, hold up. Oh, that's my link. I do not know why that happened that way. Remove that. Okay. So it's 9:43. Oh, hold up. Like the way they handled Kreese throughout the show was terrible. His story had inconsistencies with Karate Kid movies. Like why? I don't know, man. I didn't write the show, so I have no idea how to answer that question. But thanks for coming in, guys. We're going to end it here, and I'll see you in my next stream. Thanks for watching.